All right. So you guys are still at Derek's office at the moment. You guys came to visit him, inquiring about the situation with the murder of Samson and the warning that was plastered across Candle's Bar, the watering hole. In addition to a few other things, you also checked his medical records. They said that he was fine. You talked to him about some other dealings and kind of got some loose ends figured out. I do remember that one of the big things that you guys discovered is that while these creatures that are surrounding Arturio and have been invisible her entire life, I think it was specifically Bell that came to the conclusion that you think the ones at the dock are like primitive versions, not out of like because there's so
Probably
few
from
of them or there's
arrival.
only just progressing, but it's like out of necessity of like their limited resources,
Yeah,
and that's why
limited
they're
resources
stealing
or
more
a rival
compound.
corporation.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a few other things that you guys talked about that I don't necessarily remember at the moment. But that's sort of the situation right now. Does anyone remember anything else that I am forgetting?
Mm, Through Tenson's records, we find out that the damage that he took was self-inflicted. So we figure out that cyberpsychosis and the mind control things are probably the same type of technology.
Yes. Also, motives about what's happening is that you guys did come to the conclusion that Samson was hired by whoever is controlling these creatures and causing the cyberpsychosis. And when they disliked it, they tried to basically leave the job. And there was that rogue AI that he managed to trap in a cyberdeck and attempted to destroy it. You guys managed to fix up and almost kill Freddy with. Which is just par for the course. Because being a netrunner is extremely dangerous. But, yes, you came to the conclusion that Samson was hired by whatever this rogue AI is. And when he attempted to flee, it turned on him and made him kill himself, basically. You also understand that whatever this AI is and whatever it's doing, it has a certain amount of resources and is able to do sorts of things such as gain access to security systems as it let Yoon into the storage room. It also was able to replace Yoon's tuk-tuk, or at least someone working with the AI managed to do so. Although that in and of itself is particularly interesting and kind of weird, and you guys really haven't explored that aspect too much. But there does seem to be a certain level of support to whatever this rogue AI is doing. It's more than just, a program that is running rampant and doing, nasty stuff. It seems to have a purpose. It is very specific in what it does. It is brutal in its methods, but there is methodical planning. This isn't just a wild animal. This is a thinking killer. That was some of the big things that you guys discovered sort of near the end of last session. I think that's about it. You guys still had some other things to investigate. Now that you've had some time to think things over and talk amongst yourselves and plan things out, you were going to maybe go research some things. perhaps talking to Simon and questioning him about Kravitz's employment and what he found out, what he was doing, and why Simon cares and needs to know.
To do that.
Also, maybe checking up on Arturio, as she said that she was going to start investigating some of this stuff by herself, although you realize that she is not by herself.
I'm good.
Didn't we learn last session that anyone can be infected with or without cyberware?
Yes.
There,
Yes.
you didn't necessarily understand that, but that is something that you guys are worried about. Because one of the things that Arturio knows, or at least has implanted somewhere in her subconscious, is some sort of mechanical to flesh sort of translation of programming, which does seem to translate to the idea of like people without cyberware can still be hacked and controlled. You don't know if anyone else knows it. You don't know if it actually is a complete thought or if it's just still in its,
Infancy.
yeah.
I
But that
believe we
concern
also
is out there.
determined that having an internal agent may protect against it, at least partially.
Basically, having the slot filled of having another voice already in your head does seem to... It's more of a probability than possibility. Like, more, what's the term? Correlation than actual causation.
Right.
You haven't necessarily proved it, because you can't really test it. But
Right.
But that's what we found so far. All the victims didn't have cyborg internal agents.
True.
The main thing that you guys do know is that in order for people to become or to enter cyberpsychosis abnormally in this like force state, is that it does have to be transmitted physically. There has to be some sort of like physical action that happens. They can't just like send it over the internet or whatever.
Right. Okay. So, what? So we need. I would like to talk to Simon. I think that's what I want to do.
Doc, I think that's going to be like a little bit, going to take some time, but I think that the long-term goal that we should have is having a way to agree to stay with us for a while, especially because the storm is coming and she's going to need somewhere to stay. And
Who?
so, Arturia, I know you hate the idea of having her at the hospital, but
I cannot express to you how much I hate the idea. You are correct.
yes. But if he has that information, we could try to develop a prototype for that. And with the help of Simon, maybe, and you try to figure out how this would be installed in someone's brain. We could try to reverse engineer it, and maybe find a way to stop it or cancel it out completely.
Oh, God. What if she's Tori? Tori has an apartment. That could work.
Dory's not here.
It's a
She's at
shame. I guess
the
we'll just
hospital.
have to volunteer it for her.
No, I will absolutely not allow that.
Well,
Don't
worth
you
a
worry,
shot.
Doc. I volunteer my
shit.
workshop.
Bell's
I-
workshop at Doc's hospital.
Exactly.
Hey.
Full circle.
Also, shouldn't we deal with the guest at Derek's door first?
We're just sort of generalizing, talking about things at the moment.
Yeah, we are just like raising a couple of
We're
roles
still
before-
sort of
Having this
catching up
conversation
here
in
at
front
the,
of
at
him.
the
It's
beginning
like-
of the session still.
When Doc said, I want to talk to Simon, I was like, well, we can't really go do that right now.
Right. I think as far as other objectives besides what is currently in front of us, I think that's the first thing I went.
Right.
Gotcha. I
The other thing
misinterpreted
that
the
I
way you
will
were saying
say-
it.
Simon does keep checking in, Doc, periodically, and he's wanting to
Right,
know how
for
Lucas is
Lucas.
doing. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I will say that his messages have been getting a little bit more.
Insistent.
Yeah, because like at first it's just like, how's Lucas? How's Lucas? Like just very, simplistic,
Now it's
basic,
like in
catching
all
up.
caps.
Well, when there's no progress happening and more time is passing, he's getting a bit
Antsy.
unnerving.
yeah, or heated, frustrated maybe. Just sort of upset with the situation. Cuz he wants to be there, but he just physically can't cuz he's busy with so much stuff.
Right.
Yeah. But maybe if you do something about Lucas, Simon might be willing to do something for you. Just putting that out there.
Great. So now we have to solve the age-old question of how to pull somebody out of a coma. Okay. That should be easy.
Drugs.
We need Dory.
Drugs?
A
Drugs?
buttload
We need
of
Dory?
smelling salts.
Belle, what
Just
did you
cram
say?
one every 1 hour.
Tori.
I said that we need Dory.
Oh,
Dory. Although I do like this line of inquiry, Sparrow. Dory speaks whale, and when you sleep, it's like you're underwater. So no.
I mean, you also could have gone in like the memory loss fashion, but that's okay.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
So let's see. We've got a fish who is clearly an
Inception.
expert in cyberpsychosis.
She just keeps
Oh.
forgetting about it.
Yeah.
We talk to Dory, and she's all, "Hey, have you seen that giant submarine in the bay?" Oh, anyway,
423 Pollywad Street.
and we can talk to her because she's incredibly mutated from all of the pollution in the bay.
Well, no, I was just gonna say, Bell just speaks fish. That's what the
No,
F
that's-
stands for. Bellfish.
No.
What
Oh,
drug?
I hate it, but it makes sense.
It doesn't.
Like,
No,
hey,
not fish.
Belle,
it's
do you
furry.
speak fish? You don't?
Belle, I thought you could do everything. What are you talking about?
I thought you were. a
You're
multi-
useless.
Man, this universal remote isn't as universal as I thought it was.
Just that one scene from Toy Story when it says, "I'm done playing with you."
Oh no. Belle slowly drops
You're
from my arms.
broken. I don't want to play with you no more.
Oh god.
I
That's
don't
true.
want to play with you anymore. It just falls into darkness.
The slasher music starts playing.
Just scream tiptoeing around. Da 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 dum ba dum bum. That's you stabbing it.
Okay.
I mean, if it was Bell, it'd probably be like 1822, 1812 Overture.
Yes!
Oh, I didn't know where that was going. You just said if it was Belle, it would be like 18 or 19. I'm like, how old is Belle?
No. The 1812 overture. Remember, the 5th of November.
Okay. Anywho, do you guys want to jump to the current scenario at hand, or do we need to cover anything else?
I think that's it for now. I don't know.
Oh, I think that's it for now.
I'm really uncomfortable with the idea of Arteria staying at the hospital. And honestly, I feel like she is too.
But we don't have a lot of choice.
Don't we?
Belle's just like, well, let's
right.
put a pin in it and we'll come back to it. Doc's like, let's put a railroad spike in it.
Yeah. Instead of pin, have you thought about industrial strength glue?
Anywho,
What?
cutting back to the current scene at hand, you guys are in Derek's office when you hear a knock on the door, and
Yeah.
what the heck? Stop. That's not what I asked you to play. Where is it? Whatever. Oh, come on. Alright, keep talking amongst yourselves for a second.
Okay. Remember, the 5th of November. Gunpowder.
Remember the
Oh,
Alamo.
Doc. What is so bad about having Arturia at the hospital?
I don't know, her 5 bodyguards? For starters?
We just don't attack her.
The uncontrollable
We
will,
shouldn't do anything.
the uncontrollable will right now. I want to commit crimes, but no. Panoptic, the fucking Panoptic, always fucking watching.
Well,
I was
at
like
the
a
moment,
thing.
Hey!
the
What
Panoptic
if-
agents
what
that
if-
have been watching you guys have stepped away.
What if Arteria
Who?
stays with Panoptic for a while? That could be good. She could hold out the storm there.
If we try to do that, she's probably going to have a heart attack because
You know,
This
it's worth a
operation-
shot.
Is it a really good idea to leave Arturia with the Panoptic agents?
You know, I mean this, well, I was gonna say I mean this in the nicest way possible. I don't. Honestly, if we leave her with Panoptic, that's kind of a win-win for me. So,
Okay.
know,
You realize
Yeah,
that
if-
the hospital isn't the only place that people can stay, right?
the thing is, right? If we leave her with Noptic, we can't study her.
God damn it, Belle. Why do you have to say
Be
the
reasonable.
exact thing that makes me want to let her stay? Do not appeal to my scientific inquiry. It's rude.
You know,
Also-
I just know you too well.
The other thing I will say is that you did get a scan of her brain, but then you didn't really look at it. So if you want to do that, you can.
I thought we did look at it.
You took a brief look at it while it was in process, but you didn't actually sit down to go over it.
Oh.
Examine.
Yeah.
With
I
a
thought we
fine
did.
tooth comb.
No,
Oh.
you
Well,
never.
Okay. I guess that's.
You messed around with the different frequencies of the machine.
We did get distracted by the body
Correct,
parts.
and that's the exact reason why you haven't gotten any actual data of her brain, but you do have it recorded. You need to sit down and do one of those. What's it called? Something like a medicine check or whatever.
Oh, okay.
You have to do a research paper.
Yeah.
Ew.
I hated those in school.
Paper?
I mean, I do have a point. What is it? Composition skill?
I don't think that's.
No, composition would not be looking at somebody's brain.
Yeah. Composition is for writing articles. So
If you
that's
wanted
what I
to
would.
make a book report
That's-
about her brain.
Exactly. If I'm going to write up a report, I'm going to use composition. God. It has to be dry and medical. God. It's like you've never read a medical.
Fluffy and stupid, like Mel.
Oh god.
It would,
Anyway.
it would probably just be paramedic.
Okay. That's fair.
I mean, that's what I had you roll for looking at Derek's medical papers.
Oh, okay. Cool. I will do that after the immediate situation has been handled. Namely, our friendly television screen
Mm-hmm.
on a body in front of us.
Yeah,
Hi.
it is. You guys can clearly tell that it is the same Panoptic Enforcer that tracked you guys down and prevented you guys from
Way.
escaping Candle's Bar and going into Doc's hospital. The same one that touched Mel's body and seemingly felt unconscious and had to be pulled away by the regulator.
Yeah.
Mel, that's the one that touched you when you were
Oh
asleep.
god. Oh, is there a way where it doesn't sound creepy like that?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's the adult that touched the never mind. I'm not gonna. Because we don't
Show
know
us
how
on the
old
bell.
Belle is.
Show us on the bell where Belle was touched. Because Belle's the doll. Anyway.
Yes.
Okay.
You can see
Is-
that their clothes are still very much intact, but looking a little bit dirty, a little bit worse for wear. You can see that they've kind of been brushing up against some stuff. Probably, it kind of looks like they've just sort of been on the run for the longest time.
So, when the door opens, Doc is just gonna kind of stare with his mouth half open for a second. And then turn to Derek and say, so do we want to move this to the hospital?
I think the Panoptic agent kind of like forces their way through the door like, I need to get in so I don't be seen. And Derek's like, well, hello, officer. How can I help you? And the Panoptic agent has text on their screen that says, I need your help. And then it sort of like glitches and flickers out for a second. And then they look at you, Neon. And then they look at Derek. And then you see like readouts start to splay across the TV screen. And like you can see little bits of lines in the air of energy going over Derek. And Derek's like, can I help you? And then you watch as the TV screen suddenly fills with energy and light and bathes Derek's body in just a huge beam of energy. And you can see that Derek was about to reach for the gun on his hip and is just shoved backwards into the wall as this huge blast of energy just like completely coats his torso. And then the Panoptic agent kind of their TV head starts to spark and glitch, and then they fall to their knees. The energy being stops, and you can see that they're almost like completely out of breath. They look like they're ready to collapse from the sudden surge of energy that they output. And you guys see Derek's body half embedded in the wall, half bent over the desk that was there. And while most of you are fairly certain and like understand the concept of like human, modification and, bone transplants and metal parts and cyberware and whatnot, all of you understand that the melted plastic casing that was once flesh and the metallic constructs that inside that would support bone structure is not humanoid. And in fact, you can see the half, singed skull that is made out of completely robotic parts, as not even a hint of flesh is there, as this synthetic organism is singed and scorched and burning.
Hold on, this synthetic organism was once Derek?
Whatever this creature is was posing as Derek, and none of you were the wiser.
The TV, I was watching that.
None of you actually physically examined Derek. You knew that he was picked up by trauma team, and he's now back here.
Huh.
But as you guys know, sometimes when people get picked up by trauma team, they don't come back. And if they do, sometimes they come back weird. Not fully themselves, or acting a little bit strange. And of course, all of this has just been rumors up to this point. People saying that their own family members aren't real is just sort of an old wives' tale. But now that it's directly in front of you, you realize the horror of the situation. That whatever this thing was never human. It is a completely artificial creation.
Doc
Ain't
kneels
none of mystery.
next to the panoptic agent that has fallen to its knees and asks if Derek is still a danger. The thing posing as Derek.
Their screen is glitching so much that they're unable to conjure any text for you to read.
Where's my wrench?
Actually, Doc, I'll allow you to make a lip reading check.
Okay.
Which is not what this would technically work for with a screen, but I will allow it because...
I'm terrible at lip reading, ironically.
I know.
Double entendre.
Okay. I got a total of 8.
Okay, yeah, you cannot read any of the messages that they are trying to say.
They still have like a human body, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I grab the panoptic agent's wrist and I hold it up and I say, "Closed fist for no, open hand for yes." Is he still a danger?
Their hand is just twitching.
God.
They are incapable of saying or doing anything to respond. Correct?
Where is Candle when you need him?
Not here, apparently.
Could I attempt at lip reading?
Sure.
You attempt lip reading. I'm going to check out the quote-unquote Derek.
Okay.
I like
Give
the
me
shot
some
of his
sort-
TV.
Give me some sort of check.
Would it be?
It would not be
Paramedic?
first aid or paramedic. No, this is not a humanoid or flesh
Okay.
body.
How about cyber tech?
I would allow cyber tech, but not cyberware.
What can I get?
That's
What?
the same
What can I get for a 14?
Freddy, with a 14, you can kind of see. I'll give you a little bit of a boost since you're a net runner. You can get the idea that they're sort of like gasping for breath. They're kind of like on their last legs, and I'll actually sort of give you the idea that the fact that they like went to such effort to give that much of a attack, and you can see that like the books and like the table and like the wallpaper and everything else in the room that was sort of caught in the blast has been completely singed. Nothing is smoldering. Nothing is burning or on fire.
Was it dust?
It's not even like warm to the touch, but you can see that the body of Derek is still very much physically there. Like full Terminator style, they like got blown up and burned, but the like metallic skeleton is still there.
Okay.
Letting you know that this powerful attack was basically just enough to sort of put it into this state. Whether or not you think that it has defeated it or has simply stunned it, you don't know. But you can tell that from your lip reading that they're trying to communicate that you guys need to go.
Okay. I got a 16 for cyber tech.
Okay. Doc, you can tell that this type of creation is unlike anything you've ever seen. It is not just like simple robotics. It is not like someone trying to make something that resembles a humanoid. It is not even like you're I'm gonna say that you don't know. You're not really sure. But you can tell that a lot of this stuff is high grade. Someone that made something like this would have to have a lot of money. I think that's all I can really give you, unfortunately. Which leads you to believe that this is some sort of corpo move.
Corporo, yeah.
Because, like it said, like all the technology that the people know about and have access to on the streets, think about all of the stuff behind the scenes that, you know, the higher ups have access to.
Can I tell if this is still functioning? Or if it is currently just quote unquote knocked out?
That is something that you cannot tell. You can see that it is unmoving. You can see that parts of it are like completely fused and melted together. But for the most part, it is just sort of like sitting there. It's not even like smoking or anything. It's just not moving.
I feel like this would be a good time to like take the TV head's word and get the fuck out of here.
Also, quick question to the group and also DM as general knowledge if any of us may know it. Could we like use some of Bell's battery power ish to give this thing more of a charge so that it's not dying anymore? Yes. Can we jumpstart this panopticate?
You do not understand how the physiology and the power supply of either of these creatures work. If you want to take like jump-starting like cables and clamp them to the nipples of both of these creatures, like that is completely up to you, but you have no understanding of like how anything works.
I'm just if it makes anything feel better, but one of us has to carry him because
yeah.
I mean, he said he wanted to hide. Does he want us like?
They said I need your help. They did not say that they need to hide.
Hold on.
Well, it was more that they wanted to. Said something about getting inside so they're not seen.
The body of
and then
Derek.
they said get help.
Yes.
The skeleton has been exposed by the blast, yes?
Yes.
Okay. The neck, the spinal cord.
Yep.
Is it metal?
Yes. All of the skeletal structure, and you can see that more than just like in replacement of bones and like cartilage is metal. Like you can tell that this entire being is like synthetic in nature and completely artificial. It's like
Can I?
Yes.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say that this isn't just like a metal skeleton with skin on it. Like there is actually like flesh and stuff like here. It is like a full being that is not like human.
Can I use my tool hand to sever the spinal cord at the neck?
You can certainly try. It would be incredibly difficult to do. You understand that
Okay.
this material, whatever it's made out of, is significantly strong as it was able to survive such a blast. You do not
Right.
believe that your Swiss Army knife in your fingertips is enough to do some damage to this thing.
Let's just take him back to the place dock, and you got more better autopsy on him.
Yes, but my concern is that I want this thing paralyzed.
I see what you mean.
I don't want it to have control of its limbs or the rest of its body while we move it.
I would say Frederick, but that's more of a risk than a reward.
That's an incredible risk, yes. Freddy, do you think you could hack, quote-unquote, Derek?
If I could hack him?
Mobilize
Yes.
him?
Hack him to keep him immobile.
Well, fake Derek, correct? This is fake Derek.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair.
Can
That
you
is
keep
a-
him? Can you keep him battling demons in his head so that he can't focus on us?
It's
I
a
think you should
very
just leave.
extreme risk on my end. Because
I know,
one,
that's why I'm
I
asking
don't
if you
know
think
his
you can.
cybernetics. I don't
Is there
know
any
what
duct
he
tape?
can. I don't know what kind of programs or he has, or things could probably get into my systems and put viruses in
Right.
me.
And when has that
I do
stopped you
not wanna
before?
risk that.
Not wrong.
He's scared because he has a girlfriend and he's rich now.
I've
Um,
always been rich.
Yeah.
Now he has a
okay.
reason to not die. Now he has something to lose.
I would like
Fictional
to
snoo snoo.
attempt- I would like to attempt to sever the head from the body.
All right,
Would
what are
that
you
be
using?
Cyber tech?
I need you
I'm
to
u-
decide whatever
I'm
tool
using-
or weapon you're using, and then we will
I am
roll.
using my tool hand, my glass nails, and if necessary, my cybernetic arms with the glass claws.
Anyone else want to assist?
Do you have rippers? Is that the
Yes.
okay? Make an attack roll with those. And I will give you a bonus because you are trying to do something medical here, but again, you don't understand the physiology of this thing.
I mean this in the nicest way possible, but how do I roll for attack for rippers?
Oh my goodness.
Would it be brawl?
No, you should have a weapon for rippers.
Be in combat.
Are you using the character sheet or the app?
I'm using the app, but okay.
Then you need to make sure that you actually have it in your
Medium-
inventory.
Medium melee weapon. Find that because that'll
Okay.
be the thing that tells you how to do it.
Okay. Got it. I hit the button. What do I add to it?
Alright, I'll pull up the PDF.
Because
I'm pulling up the rule book.
It's D10 plus Dex plus melee weapon, but you said that I could add something else.
I said
Question
I'm going to give you, I'm changing the DC.
Okay, got it. I got a 15.
A 15?
I did get a 15.
Okay.
Can I spend maybe an egg point? Hold on, do I have an egg point? I'm going to spend an egg point.
Okay.
Just
With it-
in case.
With the 15 plus an egg point, you do not damage your rippers as you try to carve
Oh.
into this thing. You realize that as you start like finagling with it and scratching it, that you are more likely to accidentally break some of your artificial extremities simply by rooting around and messing with the basically cables that it has instead of like veins and whatnot.
Right. The hope was to hopefully, cut all those cables. Ugh.
Yeah, you were
Okay.
going to damage your tool by trying to cut away at this thing.
Okay.
This is like
We're-
trying to use safety scissors on a lock.
Okay, yeah, that's a lot stronger than I thought it would be.
I
mean,
described it as a Terminator-like individual.
I understand it was a long shot to begin with, but I didn't think it would be that difficult.
And I understand that sometimes in the movies they can survive a nuke and then get stabbed with like a screwdriver. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Terminator don't even know what Terminator is.
What? Okay, we're not even touching that.
At this point, the
Terminator's
Panoptic
moving.
agent stands up and I think just like grabs Freddy's shoulders and spins him towards the door. And again, the text just like flashes across the screen that says, "We need to go."
Okay.
All right, everybody out.
All right, everyone, let's get the fuck out.
Out the window!
Don't jump out the window.
There's a door.
I quickly asked the Panoptic agent if we should bring the body or run from the body.
They grab you by the shoulders and just start like taking you out into the hall, and they are moving.
Right.
And
Got
they
it.
The body is why we need to move.
they said, "I cannot be seen here. No one can know that I'm here. I do not know if
Out
that
the
was enough to
window."
stop it."
What are you
I
talking
have
about? You were
never
never
seen
here.
something like that creature before, but I knew that that was not Derek and that you guys were in danger. By acting here and now, I have
Okay.
put myself in danger and they can possibly find me. And as you guys are
Okay.
moving through these empty hallways, you can see that the other workers here and like the other private investigators and their like secretaries and other, business office workers are all gathered at the windows on the far side of the building and have moved away. And you guys are moving through this building. I would like everyone to roll stealth checks to avoid getting seen.
Out the window?
Shoot, I got that.
That is
Can
if you
I-
want to still continue moving with the Panoptic agent. Otherwise,
I got
they're
24.
going to leave.
Can I use... If I roll high enough, can I help the Panoptic agent with my stealth? Wait a minute, it's a Panoptic agent. Why am I helping it? It's
Yeah,
made for
exactly.
stealth. Never mind.
This
Okay,
is a
I'm
group
gonna-
check nonetheless.
I also
No.
got a 21.
Here is how I do stealth checks. But before anyone tells me their numbers, the way that I
Okay.
do stealth checks is that the person that rolls the lowest is the number that I'm going for. This is not a group check of like someone that gets
Oh.
30 and one person that gets 3 can like cancel each other out. Yeah,
Uh-oh.
this is the brutal version of stealth. Is that like if you are the person that steps on the stick, you get the whole party seen.
Uh-oh.
So with that information, what did everyone get for their stealth checks?
21.
24.
I'm taking action to swap some stats around to get a little bit more dex.
Okay.
Of course, you gotta show us up, Freddy.
Okay. I got a
I rolled
22.
Yeah, you watch
Uh,
as like Belle turns off all their lights and just goes completely dark.
Full on chameleon mode.
28.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What did you say?
28.
So Neon, what did you
Oh.
get?
I didn't hear the
21.
20 part, and I was scared there for a second.
Freddie, what did you get?
Oh, wow.
24.
And Doc?
21.
Okay, so 21 is the lowest.
Yeah. I rolled poorly.
I explode. I explode again.
Uh-oh. What?
And again.
Ah, dang it.
I'll,
Boys.
That's
I'll
actually pretty low for
carry-
Panoptic Agent. I got a 48.
Oh, okay. He was rolling for the Panoptic. Oh my
Yes.
god.
You guys watch as this like 7-foot tall, just like completely bulky figure. They are still wearing black, and you can see that their clothes aren't actually like shifting or shaping the way that they usually do, but you can see that they are quite nimble on their feet. They're moving like a ninja, even though they do not have any sort of cybernetics assisting them, so to speak.
The one that's
and
messed up, correct?
What?
The one that we're with?
Yes. The TV head. And you guys are moving through the hallways. I think it's at this point that you guys can see that the elevator at the end of the hall is like coming up, and it's 2 floors away. So you guys have a couple seconds to react. What do you guys want to do?
You're really talking
What'd you say? Cut it out my end.
The elevator's
coming
almost
up.
here and it's coming up. Yeah.
Out the window!
I almost want to say out the window. Is there a stairwell?
There is a stairwell
Next
right
to the
next to the
elevator?
elevator, so you would have to run there and try to beat it before the elevator gets up.
Out the window?
Does everyone
look-
feel
wait.
comfortable enough trying to make sprinting over there?
I'm still in my
Wait.
chair, right?
I wonder, actually, hold on.
And
You have
your
the
chair-
banana stand.
your chair moves about the speed as any other sort of automated chair, such as a wheelchair or whatnot. So it is relatively slow.
I have a slower walking speed.
I could definitely pick you up, but I could not pick up your chair.
Out the window?
That's fine. Without me, my chair moves incredibly fast.
Unit really wants to go out the window.
What floor are we even on?
Well, it
Like,
makes
we're
sense,
still
because-
gonna go out the window.
But I actually do have a question for you, Sparrow.
Yes.
Aren't we on like the 8th floor?
You're actually technically on the 7th floor, and there's 14 floors.
We
But
won't
there
know.
are
Okay,
there
so-
are other buildings and like platforms nearby that you could try to go for. I'm not gonna say that you can't jump out a window.
So, Sparrow, is it possible for me to
Hack the
grab
elevator.
everyone while
No.
activating my speedwear, which is the Sengev instead?
Wait, can you hack the elevator and make it stop? Give us more time?
You could probably do
Doc
that.
use your chair.
I would
Yeah,
say that
that's
hacking the
fair.
elevator to slow it down, if not stopping it, would probably be the easier thing to do. But if you do activate Sendevistan, you could probably assist someone in their movement. Maybe
I am
2
probably
people.
the slowest fuck here.
Wait, is there a fire alarm near?
Is there a
All
fire
the
hose
flip
near? Oh wait, we
Okay,
need to break perception,
it's
guys.
y'all's call. You want me to stop the elevator, assist 2 of you guys to the stairwell, or we can jump out the window.
High probability
Say
Doc could go out the
slow
window.
down the elevator and let's book it to the stairwell.
I like how I described this as like, okay, you guys are stealthing around. I want to jump out the window! Activate the fire alarm!
Literally!
Is there a fire
Alright.
hose nearby?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Oh,
I think those systems are all automatic in here.
Okay.
The only reason I asked about the fire alarm is
like,
because elevators are programmed to go to the exit floor if a fire alarm is pulled.
Again,
That's
I will,
That's the same in Cyberpunk.
you know, just for the sake of it, because I did describe that, like, everyone is looking out the windows and the Panoptic agents are gone, I think the TV head will also let you know that they have a friend that is, like, running distraction for them, which is how they were able to get in here in the first place.
Okay, so elevator's probably not even an enemy.
Let's not hedge on that.
Yeah, but we should just hide.
It was enough of a distraction to pull 5 Panoptic agents away.
So elevator and
Let's
distraction
not-
works?
Let's not hedge our bets that whatever is in the elevator isn't trying to kill us. Let's
But
go under
you
the
probably still
assumption-
don't want to be seen.
Let's go under the assumption that we need to escape because they're about to sweep the floor and kill us if they find us.
Let me put it to you this way. This panoptic agent cannot be seen by anyone. So if you guys want to do anything, it cannot be seen at all. So it will leave you guys behind if you are unable to keep up with it, but it is trying to move with you guys at the moment.
I say stairwell. Let's get out of here. Let's not hide.
Let's get going.
Bell, are you
Frederick,
fast?
mine hacking?
Bell can be a backpack. Worst
Yeah.
case
Yeah, pick
scenario.
up. Neon's gonna pick up Bell and run for the stairwell.
You are over encumbered.
I've done this
Freddy?
before, actually.
Freddy, if possible, can you like push on the back of the chair so we all move quicker?
I think the panoptic agent is just gonna like tuck one arm around Doc and grab the chair with the other hand and just like sprint.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, then.
So-
We're not that fast.
So
Speak for
I am.
yourself.
You get Frank?
I have move 8 and an escape feat.
Doc is the slowest.
Doc
I have
is
8
the
moves.
slowest, yes.
I would like everyone to roll
I have
an athletics
2
check.
moves.
Athletics got you.
Athletics. Do I get advantage?
You are not sprinting. What do you? I just said that you didn't have to roll.
One.
Oh, okay, cool.
For athletics, for me, I got a 26.
Okay.
I got a 21. I don't know if my escape feat do anything in this situation.
I mean, roller skates would definitely make you move quicker.
You know what?
Throwing it out there.
This isn't typically how this works, but I will allow you guys to add your movement to this roll.
Oh.
So you can
So
add.
what do we get? Add our movement stat?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So roll an
So
athletics
20
plus your
is
movement.
31 for me.
That'd be what, Freddy?
A 31.
Okay.
Do you also hack the elevator, Fredward, so that we have more time to get to the stairwell?
I think we
Ashby.
should be fast enough.
I will say, Freddy, if you want to try and hack the elevator, you can do that while you are running. But I will give you disadvantage. But if you want to use your Sendevistan to go faster, you will be unable to hack. That is your choice. Unit, what did you get for your movement? Unit?
Oh, I thought you said someone else. I got a 34 plus the movement. Well, in total,
So
I
34
got
total.
34.
Okay.
Yes, 34
Neon?
total.
I got a 29.
Okay. Bell is a
I have
backpack.
2 in movement.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Okay. Freddy, what did you get for your movement? 31.
31.
Are you going to do any hacking?
You know what? Why not?
Suspicious.
All right. I would like you to roll me. What's your skill? I don't remember.
Interface.
Interface, yeah.
That'll be a 11.
Okay. You activate your cyber eyes, and you can kind of see the systems here, and you understand that the elevator is sending impulses and systems. You get the idea that trying to hack this thing should be relatively simple if all you have to do is like slow it down, not necessarily stop it. But I will give you the choice whether to slow it down or stop it. Both of these will be at disadvantage. But slowing it down will be easier, and stopping it will be a little bit harder. Also, stopping
gonna
it
slow
might
it
draw
down.
more attention. Okay. So go ahead and roll interface twice and tell me the lowest number.
A 10.
Okay. You decide to do a reroute system where it's sending impulses and going up to different floors. Unfortunately, as it passes one of these floors, it resets its system. So the hack that you were putting in gets just shunted out, and it is now one floor away, but you guys are sprinting, and you guys are getting pretty close to the elevator. I think the Panoptic Agent like gets up onto the stair and just like in a single leap goes up 12 steps onto the landing and just rounds the corner as the doorbells go ding. And Freddy, you are the last in the group going towards the stairs as the doors open. Do you hesitate to see who is inside, or do you just keep moving?
They don't know about you, Frederick, so...
Yeah, but that
Is curiosity going to kill the cat? Stay tuned.
no
to find
curiosity kills the Panoptic Agent.
Also, the Panoptic Agent is going upstairs.
I
Oh,
don't
Yeah, I'm
mind that.
following.
Yeah.
It's either hesitate or just keep on booking it. Ooh.
Will
And
curiosity kill
this
the
is one of
cat?
those things where I'm giving you a choice. You can do what you want.
I'm gonna keep running because if I even hesitate, the chances of me getting caught are pretty high.
Okay. You just don't even look back and quickly shuffle up the stairs and around the corner as you hear the doors closing, and you just don't even look back, and you guys keep going upstairs.
Do
You
we
guys
go-
do
do
go
we go
up
down
a
fire?
few floors until you get to a section of the building that is not offices anymore, but is in fact these shuttle systems that allow easy entrance and exit for, you know, investigators and officers that need to come and go quite frequently. There is many of these tubes. Again, if you guys imagine like one of those old mail centers where they have like the chutes just sending letters in these little tubes back and forth, sort of like
Yeah.
Willy Wonka up in here. But yeah,
If that
it's a
were
bunch
right.
of these like individual chutes that probably can hold 3 people maximum. I'm gonna say like the Panoptic
So-
Agent and Bell, maybe. So like the you guys would not be able to get together in a group. But as you get to this section of the floor, there is nobody here. And the Panoptic Agent sets Doc down.
Thank you.
And then they pull, I think they like reach over and grab just like a piece of paper off the ground, and very quickly they use their fingertip to write on something, burning the sort of imprint in it that says Compound 347 Phase 1 Good Night Sequence. And they hand it to you, and then they say, I need to get going.
Okay.
Are you mosey
Can
on
we can we help? Doc gestures at the broken-ish body of the Panoptic Agent at all.
I don't even think they say or do anything else, but they just quickly get into one of these shuttles. As you guys
Okay,
hear
bye.
footsteps coming up the stairs behind you.
Get in.
Shit.
Get in.
Yeah.
Is there another shuttle?
Honestly,
there's
Or
several.
how many more shuttles are there? Okay. Everybody get in
There's
something.
several, but like I said, you could maybe fit 3 people into one, but it's mostly like
Yeah, we gotta split up.
2 or 1.
yeah. How many are there?
I'll say that there's enough for you guys, but it depends on, you know, like you guys can go to different stops and just spread out pretty quickly. As soon as you get in, you probably won't be able to be tracked down. But basically, that's what you guys are doing. You guys are splitting up.
Okay. Everybody.
think Neon
meet
just
me at
picks
the
one.
Hospital. Yeah. Doc is gonna get in one. His chair is with him, so I don't know if anybody actually fits with him. Maybe Bell.
Yeah, let's
mean,
say
I've
that
already
Doc
got
and Bell go
Calvin.
together.
Okay.
Unit and his dog together, and then Freddy and Neon together. You guys just quickly
Cool.
get into a
Sounds good.
shuttle and just hit it, and it just starts moving. And then
Alright.
once you guys get going, it'll be like hello, welcome to the automated transport system, which, stop would you like to go to and whatnot, and it brings up like a whole, map or whatever that you can choose. Does anyone try and look, or does anyone hesitate trying to see who is coming up the stairs?
Oh, it's
I'll
like
look.
Futurama.
I haven't seen
I'll look
Futurama.
this time.
I'm not
Probably.
gonna look. I am not gonna look.
All right, you guys
I'm
just
of the
quickly
mind
get
to
out of
it
there.
Out as quick as possible. Yeah.
Who said they were gonna look again?
Me.
I'll take Gander.
Okay.
So
So
Freddy
mean.
and Neon are in the same one, and Neon like goes to hit the button. Freddy's like, "No, wait."
No,
Ugh.
drone. I can have my drone attempt to see.
I feel
I-
like your
I
drone
will say
get
this,
destroyed
I will say
if
this.
it stays behind.
If Neon hits the button, Freddy, I will allow you to make a looking check, perception.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I'm hitting the button. We gotta go.
A looking check? What would that be?
Perception.
So perception, I would get a 27.
Okay. As you guys are moving, it is difficult to make out any sort of details. You were just like standing 1 second and then just like very quickly moving the next second. And you glance back trying to see the stairs or anything, and it is just moving far too fast to try and make out any details. But you swear that you heard someone coming up, and you should be able to physically see them if they were physically able to be seen.
Oh no. Unit stayed back to look at them. Unit is dead.
Wait, Unit, you stayed?
No, I said I'll take a gander, as in like, well, I'll take a gander as we're going into two. But
All right, yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Yeah, I was confused. What do you mean I'm dead? 15.
You can't see anything. It's moving much too quickly.
All right. See,
But
I'm
Freddy,
not dead.
you are certain that if someone was there, you would have at least been able to see, a shape, a silhouette, or anything. But the
In
fact
other
that you
words, they
didn't
were
see
probably
anything
invisible.
leads you to believe that whoever did physically come up those steps is invisible.
Cloaked. Gee, does that sound familiar to anyone else?
Whether or not
Oh,
it's a
yeah,
panoptic agent or one of those creatures you don't know.
I wonder
Our
if
friends,
I'm able
imaginary
to,
friends are after us.
I wonder if I could hack into the security cameras. And
You are rapidly moving away from the
Yeah, I
building.
feel like we're already
you would
too far
have to
away.
come back later
Yeah.
and look at the logs. Or
I feel like those would have been wiped.
yeah.
The logs will probably be wiped before we get back there.
Like, we won't have any visuals from it probably, but
So Derek's fake.
brain dances can like focus on sounds.
Yep. Were you recording your brain dance?
I mean, my drone is always recording unless I say otherwise. Just like how Mayday's always streaming.
Okay. Let's hope your drone picked up something that we missed.
It would have to be sound, and that's about it.
Yep.
I mean, did the drone get in the thing with you?
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna leave that behind because there's a chance they would trace it back to me.
Right.
I'm more like of the when we were running up the stairs, like if there was any sounds. That's the kind of sounds I'm thinking of.
Okay.
But
Is it
we'll investigate that later.
Is it booted feet noise, or is it like slap, slap, slap of like quote unquote flesh on tile? Ooh.
I will say that once you guys get back to a haven, as Derek's office is no longer a haven,
Yeah.
Um,
No.
you guys are going back to the hospital?
Yes.
I am. I would very much like to.
All right, yeah.
Also-
You guys can go back to the hospital and meet up and hang out. And I will say that in that like little time that you guys are getting back together, whatnot, you can look over the information. Give me security tech.
All of us?
No, just Neon for looking over the footage.
Can I help?
Okay.
I have quite a bit of skill in security tech. I would like to help if possible.
Sure. I will let you give Neon advantage, and I'll say that that's like you give him. You probably give him Igor's old room, which has like a bunch of like security monitors and like things. And whatnot.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's basically, if you ever played the game, it's basically Judy's Den at the Mox that I give you.
Guess what number I roll?
A 1.
No, a 10.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
So you explode. Roll again.
It's like it was a 9. Okay.
You do
So
have
19
advantage. Do you
plus
want to go
7.
for that 10 again?
Sure. Oh. Nope. Didn't get a second 10.
Okay. So you got a 19 plus.
19 plus 7.
Ah, very good. A 26. Are you fine with a 26?
I feel like that's one of Sparrow's favorite sayings. in this song.
It is!
I just try to be very careful. Like, whenever you guys tell me your numbers, I'm like, is that actually the roll that you're telling me that you are wanting to use? Or do you want to use any of your luck points? Because nobody's really used any of those.
I don't even
I
have
forget
any.
how they even work, if I'm being honest.
You have luck points on your character sheet, and at any point in time, in between now and the next time that you go to another haven, you can use those luck points to add to any roll. So if you have 7 luck points, you can just... Those are a pool of points that you can add +1 to any roll that you do.
Normally I use them to round out numbers. So, for example, if I roll a 13, I'll spend 2 luck to make it a 15, just so that it gets like the next plateau.
Well, I only have 2 luck, so I'm just gonna spend a neck point.
Okay. Have you not been
Okay.
refreshing them?
No, that's my base luck.
Oh, really?
Oh goodness.
Mine is 8, I think.
Look, Neon's not a very lucky guy.
Oddly enough, Doc has 5 luck.
Also,
Who's the luckiest here, I wonder?
something you can do is, whenever you roll like a 1 or something, you get a critical fail, you can use a luck point to add just like 1 to it, making it a 2 instead. So, it like kind of gets you out of the critical failure zone. So that is also another good useful for luck points. So, having 2 is not bad, because you need to
It's
have some.
Safety net.
So
We got
26
and an egg point.
plus an egg point. Okay. You are able to go back over the footage, and you are able to see that coming up the elevator is 3 panoptic agents. The 3 that specifically were following your party. The one that's following Freddy, the one that's following Candle, and the one that's following Doc.
I'm safe?
Actually, no, not Doc. Neon, excuse me. My mistake.
Wait, where's my agent?
You don't have one.
Oh no.
You're a
wait,
goody
I forgot.
two-shoes.
Igor is my agent.
But you
Oh,
can
God.
quickly tell that when they arrived on the floor, several of them went forward to Derek's room, but one of them heard sounds and they went into stealth, went up the stairs, and they did not seem to notice what the sound was or catch anyone that was moving away. You saw that they sort of scanned around for a little bit. Or actually, no, I think because you got out of there pretty quick, you saw that they were going up the stairs, but you don't know what they did once they got up to that floor.
It might have
Um,
received a fake Derek.
I saw 3 of the
So-
agents coming.
Yeah, at some
So,
point, the
in-
Binoptic agents are probably going to come find you guys and ask what happened.
Great. What fun.
Alright, do we think that they know what Derek was? And this is in character Neon saying this to the group.
honestly, I'm not even 100% sure what Derek was.
We had to come up
Neither-
with a cover
I don't
story
know
before
either.
they show up.
I don't know what I was looking at.
Or we can pick up my footage,
We could what?
use my footage to show what we saw.
No.
We
No.
would have to cut out the. Or they're also Panoptic. They would know
Yeah.
that kind of weaponry.
I say our cover story is that we were speaking with Derek.
And then he suddenly
Yeah.
exploded.
We were
And-
speaking with Derek and Bell sneezed.
Yeah, Bell
We were-
sneezed out some of the grenades.
One of us went to open the
Oh.
window and he said, "No, not the sunlight!" And he burned like
No,
like a vampire.
He
no,
spilled his
no.
coffee on himself.
He spilled
No.
coffee.
No.
That's an awfully
we were
hot
speaking
coffee
with
pot.
Derek.
Wait, are you supposed to put silverware in a bowl when you microwave or no?
No. We were speaking with Derek, and someone burst in, and Derek told us to run. And so we ran. Is Derek okay? Is how our conversation will go. We will play like we never saw that Derek wasn't Derek.
Not the worst idea. Might as well go with it.
Do you really think that they
My
didn't
thing
know
is-
you're lying?
I don't know. But my thing is, what do we tell them burst in? One of Derek's coworkers, maybe? What if we tell them that one of Derek's coworkers burst into the room while we were speaking with him, and Derek said that we should leave quickly.
It would
and
have to
then,
be something with some serious firepower.
And then the coworker started shaking violently, so we left as Derek pulled his gun out. And we don't know what happened. Is Derek okay? Oh God. He's not hurt, is he? Oh no. Thoughts?
My only thought is that, do you really think that we can break up Noctic agents?
Do we have another choice? If we show them that one of their own agents have gone rogue, we may end up losing a very valuable ally.
Yeah, I'm not saying to lie to them. It's just saying to tell part of the truth.
What if Panoptic is the one putting fake people out there?
Then
What
if-
it's
what
happy
if-
The TV head
What
said
if-
that they did not see something like that before.
True.
Now
but
it
it's
is
just-
possible
one
that
of
they
us-
did not have clearance, but
Exactly.
Oh.
That's just a TV head, though. That's like what, level 2?
Yeah.
you don't know the levels.
I mean, that's a fairly low-level agent, supposedly.
On a very short totem pole.
If he
Main
hasn't seen
problem
it, that
is-
doesn't mean it's not Panoptic.
The main problem is if they would recognize the kind of damage that was done.
So what if they do? If they recognize that it was a panoptic agent that did this, and we tell them that one of Derek's coworkers burst in and started shaking, and then we left as Derek pulled his gun, we are in the clear because that coworker that we thought was Derek's coworker might have just been a panoptic agent in disguise that we mistook for Derek's coworker. That's not our fault.
Such a terrible lie.
Yeah,
This person that did not have cyberware.
God.
They're kind of undercover as
You could have
Shadow.
just said that you left at some point, or that you were
Yeah.
never even there to begin with.
They watched us walk in though. Like that's the panoptic
We heard.
team for us,
We
right?
heard.
No,
the
I'm saying that like you
commotion.
weren't there for whatever happened. You left at some point. Like you don't even have to be like Derek told us
yeah.
to leave because there was going to be a fight. You just say that you don't know what happened. You weren't there.
By the way, Kendall, we had to run.
I don't know
Derek
if
is a
this
synth.
yeah. I don't know if this is a thing in Cyberpunk 2077 or Cyberpunk full stop. But can we plead the fifth?
The thing I will say is this, is that you guys do know that panoptic is basically the loose interpretation of like what a police system would be. They keep tabs on everything, and most of the time they simply just want to know information because they want to be in charge of things and take care of things if something does happen. This is one of those situations that something did happen and they also didn't know about it. And that's sort of been happening a lot lately to Panoptic, that stuff is happening that they don't know about. And so
We
Well-
could just play full oblivious and be like,
I
well,
like
we
the
didn't see you
full
when we
oblivious.
left. We just
I like
we
the
didn't
full
think anything was
oblivious.
going on. Did something happen?
Let's do that.
Well, they're acting weird. Maybe we not ask too many questions. I just asked too many questions. They would get suspicious, probably. I don't know.
True.
So Panda, what happened is that the TV head walked in, took one look at Derek, realized that he wasn't human, and blasted him with an energy beam. And you guys saw that he was like a Terminator Sin. And then he's like, okay, this isn't safe. I can't stay here. I shot him without thinking about it, but if they see this, then they'll know that I was here. And so they're like, I have to leave now. But they did give you a little like bit of clues written down on a paper, burned in the same way that you saw the information, the note written on the paper bag that Belle got.
Compound 347, Phase 1, good night sequence.
I will straight up let you guys know that they were talking about the makeup compound.
Yeah, I know.
I'd assumed.
It's
Okay.
the only compound we have.
By the way, wasn't Panda? What was the name of your biker guy friend?
Daryl.
Daryl.
Wasn't he
I
also
just say
taken by
Derek.
trauma team?
Yep.
True.
As was
That's
Yoon.
what I heard.
Is Daryl
Oh, I
back?
thought Doc treated you.
Nope.
Uh,
Yoon got taken
now
by
I
trauma
remember,
team.
Yeah, I remember that now. Oh,
Is
man.
Daryl back?
Yeah, Daryl's out and about.
Is
Oh,
he
boy.
still Daryl?
Are we about to become the Piper's Press or whatever her publication was called
Huh?
from Fallout?
Talking
preaching
about
against
Fallout
the Sith?
4.
Oh.
They're walking among us. That man's not real.
Among Us.
Panda, why are we on the same wavelength?
I'm eating cheese. My brain function isn't as heavy.
Okay.
So are we just playing
My
oblivious
senses
when,
are
if
dulled
they get
by
here
the
and ask?
Mikata.
Mikata! Oh no.
So
Yeah, I'm down for playing dumb.
we play oblivious if they show up and start asking questions.
I'm really bad at lying, so I'll stay quiet.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think Unit has a Panoptic agent yet.
Nope. But he was with you guys.
Is Candle still with the group right now, or?
I'm gonna say yes, but because you weren't here, I wasn't gonna make you roll checks for running away.
Okay.
I mean, it's running though. Candles. Yeah.
He takes one step and he was from the middle of the hallway already up the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys said, okay, now we need to run, and Candle just respawns back at the bar.
Well, no, he actually jumped out the window.
Yeah.
And ended
No,
up at the bar.
he said, "Don't worry, guys, I'll meet you there." And then like,
no clips, 3 floors up.
yeah, no, like, guys, don't worry, I'll meet you there. I'll hold him back. And then like, once you guys get there, he's just standing there like, "What the fuck took you so long?"
If you look in discussion, that's how I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Unit really wanted to jump out a window.
Out of the
It's
seventh
really
story
fast, all right.
window.
Oh my goodness! I just realized
If you
what the
had done
background
that, and I
is.
was, if you had done that, and I was here, I would say genuinely, Kanda would have grabbed you by the back of the shirt like a baby kitten and pulled you back inside.
By the way, what is the background, Sparrow?
I
Oh,
don't need clothes. Clothes need me.
you guys know when you like go to a school where it's got like those green cork boards, but it's actually not green. It's just got a
Oh,
bunch of
those
green
things,
paper
yeah.
covered
The
it.
paper ones. Yeah.
But then like at the borders, it's got this like ruffled thing that looked like
Yeah.
Reese's cups borders.
Yeah.
I
see it
always
now,
thought
now
those
that I
were
see the
so
school
weird,
desk.
but like so many schools had them. Why?
Mm.
Cause,
Mm.
just cause.
To
Anywho.
get children used to propaganda.
Okay.
Maybe.
Anyway, yeah. What do we even do now?
Yeah. What do you guys
Well-
do now?
You know, I need some
Yeah.
fresh air.
Some of our friends might be fake people.
Fake people.
I'm gonna hop in my car and go for a little try.
Oh my God! Wait.
I might have stolen shiny metal.
Is Yoon still a synth? Because we still interact with Yoon.
Yeah.
I heard a dice roll.
Like, okay, it's just playing Yahtzee.
That's what I'm gonna say though.
You lucky MFer.
Oh.
Every single time that Freddy goes
Freddy getting
outside,
chased.
I roll to see if the 3 people going after him find him.
Oh, 3?
Yes.
Hold up.
I know about the racer and the reclaimer. Who's the other one? What?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
I still
Speaking
want to
of
know who pushed him in the water, honestly.
That might be
It was
person
me.
number 3.
It was me.
I had a
I mean, by that logic,
Looks like
you
I got
should,
lucky.
By that logic,
Uh,
you should roll the dice 12 times every time Candle goes outside, just to see if one of his kids shows up.
I mean,
I'm here
here's
for
the
the fun,
thing.
old man.
Freddy doesn't tell the group anything, so as far as they know, Freddy's
I
not in
know.
danger.
Yeah,
Next
that's
time Neon
my
goes outside, roll
God.
the dice -2 times for his parents.
Oh.
By the way,
Um,
Doc, how much do you think you can trust your buddy in Trauma Tech? Or your quote-unquote buddy?
boy.
Or
You did.
whichever way you want to take that.
I'm sorry.
You know, they should
My-
already
my-
know, because I already told them.
My boyfriend?
Yeah. The place where apparently people go to not come back, but come back different. And
You-
we've
you-
kind of just seen proof of that.
You realize that I also worked for Trauma Team, right?
But not anymore, so maybe it was a thing that started after you left.
No, he's working for them again.
Oh, yeah?
I am.
Yeah,
Has he said
the
that to
hospital
us?
is recognized as a trauma team location now
Yes.
Yeah.
We gotta
because
go.
of
We gotta
because
go.
of Dr. Isha.
Yep.
Amnesia.
Do you think
Yeah,
you
there are
can-
a lot of doctors out there, so maybe we should come up with figure out what the D stands for in Dr. D.
That's
Doofenshmirtz?
dentist.
It stands for
Doofenshmirtz.
disestablishmentarianism.
That sounds about right.
Oh, I am anti that.
Maybe there's a chance you
Destruction?
could figure out
Oh,
what's
that's
going on
right.
with-
Now I remember what you told me it is. It stands for Dr. Doobie Doobie Doo Wah Doo.
Oofa doo.
How about
We were
the
in our
horse?
damn call last time.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any chance you'd be able to figure out what's going on?
I will attempt to cut through the corpo red tape.
I know
See
what
if I can
Dr.
find
D
anything
means.
out.
Sorry,
Candle-
the way that Doc said, I will attempt to cut through the red tape, it sounded a whole lot like, I will make it legal.
Oh no! I find out all the information, and then the group's like, "What'd you find out?" At which point, I immediately go, "Unlimited power."
It's the whole He-Man, I have the power scene.
By the power of Grayskull, I have the power.
It was Star Wars, not-
of
Oh
Sipho's
my god. Sipho's
One cat.
dick? What?
Steve.
Hey,
What? Wait, what?
stick in your mouth.
What?
I don't know.
It's Darth Plagueis. Sifo Dyas is the one that started the Clone Wars. Well, he ordered the clones to be built.
By the
But
way,
anyway,
just
that's not
I
the-
would like to, as Doc is like, yeah, I'll try and cut through the red tape. Candle is like, Doc, I gotta ask something of you again as well.
Sorry, I have another joke. I thought Ken was be like, you cutting through the red tape? Here, you can borrow my bolt cutters.
Oof.
I mean,
Honestly, Mike
he
need
had-
him.
he does have. Why do you need bolt cutters? Just bring Candle along.
I probably
No,
have that
because
cutters
Kendall's
for
experienced with cutting through the red tape.
Candle, if we go...
Is your clinic up to the most recent paperwork?
Yes.
I need your help to set that up for the bar and the other businesses in our section of the city. Otherwise, they can't set up the dome, and that storm is kind
We
of gonna
die.
kill a lot of people.
Oh, that's all we gotta do? Is just do
Yeah,
some paperwork?
Yeah, I genuinely thought they were gonna like cause a physical war over this, but I had a talk with my granddaughter who works in law. She's
Oh, you're-
13.
In law?
How'd
Yeah,
that go?
she's 13.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I'd love to meet her sometime.
I could try and
I
don't really
miss,
like kids.
I miss other corpos. God. These street
Corp-
people aren't at all the luxury I thought it would be when I left.
Does that count me too, Doc?
I
It's
just
in
I
the
wanna
name Street People.
I do
Ow.
want to say real quick. He says, I miss other corpos, and Candle's eyes just go fucking wide for a second. Like, before he, like, returns to his normal posture and everything, and just like, I did not know you swung that way, Doc. Anyway,
Come on, Doc,
yeah.
you gotta...
Actually, that's how I was raised. I was raised corpo.
Come on,
I
Doc.
see.
Forget Corpo. Return to Street People.
see,
Fine.
the problem is, I haven't updated my paperwork in,
Well, I mean,
basic-
it's probably only been a few years, right? It shouldn't be that hard.
Doc, have you seen Candle?
Oh.
Candle's
yeah.
family
I thought-
has never paid their taxes.
Look, I had
Oh.
assumed that they were gonna take the nuclear option if I tried anything. So I didn't talk to no one. And I have owned the bar for approximately 60 years, but still, it's probably fine. All we
Hold on.
realistically need is some given information so that we can hand it to my granddaughter's firm. Actually,
You've never filed any paperwork in 60 years?
no one taught me how, or that I had to.
What? Doc is like short-circuiting right now.
Well, my granddaughter,
taxes.
my granddaughter Candela, she said it's actually we just need some information, and then I think she can handle the rest in terms of paperwork.
What are we gonna do about Junction Jan's then?
Well, I mean,
I'm working on it.
We
We
don't
can
even
just
know where Jan is.
Honestly, I need to speak with them if there weren't some hooligans in the way.
I can handle some hooligans.
Good.
I mean-
Actually, I'd love for that to happen.
Do we
Other
not
than when
kill
they get
everybody?
threatened, they seem pretty chill.
Well, I mean, hey,
Okay.
if when I you scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's the
Okay.
simple rule.
Oh,
If
I
you
mean,
need
they're-
to do anything, I
you
can
have a
handle it.
really cool car.
If we're
Oh.
going to help out Jan, we probably need to deal with the gang that is barricading her
Yeah,
place of business.
they're kind of just
Barricade
hanging out.
God damn.
You know, I
It's a-
attempted to deal with it, but the rest of the party decided that, oh no, these bad guys standing in front of the business, making sure it goes out of business, are
Yes,
actually
who
really cool
outnumbered
people.
us. They
Okay.
outnumbered us 4-1.
I had pizza for the first time.
Now the thing is, I have to say, why didn't you guys call me?
You weren't
Because
here.
you half
don't
the
know how to
time you
use a
don't answer
phone.
your phone.
Well, you don't know how to use your phone, in fact.
I have given none of you my number. How would you even call me?
Uh,
It's
You're in
Alex.
the
not.
group text.
There's a group text.
You didn't
Yeah.
know what those pings were?
I called Elle and
Those
she
were
told me you were
pings?
busy.
Why
actually
none
don't
of you
know if she's
even
offline
bothered to try and explain this to me? I have to make a roll every
thought-
single time I want to use my phone,
You had to
and I
make
don't even know what
bread?
that means.
Why are you making bread to use your phone?
I don't know. Somebody
Hey, that's
told
not be
me
delicate.
I needed to make a roll, so I went ahead and I baked some bread. And after I
thought the
had
fact
the
that you
roll,
had
Johnny
one that
Sourdough?
You knew how to use it.
It is canonical that the only time that you're able to get in touch with Candle is when he's at his bar, only because Elle is there to read his phone for him.
just
got
call
some
me
Rios?
then.
No.
No.
Doc
I
is
don't
just
know if your phone will work with a group phone call. I don't know if your phone will work with a group call.
No, I'm sorry. That was
I think
No.
I think you broke the bird.
Man, if
Doc-
that's
Doc
that-
has just circumvented the issue and talks
is the
directly to Elle so
generation
that you get the
indeed.
messages.
Oh my goodness. No.
No, no, I'm good. Thanks so.
He stole my signature move.
I guess
I'm
I
so
guess the
glad I'm
first
not
thing
for a
to
joint right
do-
now.
is work on your paperwork. Second, deal with the gang that's blocking Jan. Then deal with her paperwork. Then figure out who else needs to do paperwork.
Well,
I think we're the only three businesses.
There's no way. This part of the city is super big.
there are
Don't
worry,
actually
I'm working
We're in
on
the
it.
city.
there are
It's a
six
big part of the
businesses.
city.
There are 6 businesses actually that are
Only
holding up.
6?
Yeah, only 6. What
Yeah.
do you expect?
Don't worry,
A
I'll make
lot
it
of
7.
people moved out
Man.
when a lot of the gangs moved in. So
Like, Candle genuinely
I mean, everyone's
gestures.
a part of some gang.
Like, Candle.
I'm not. Wait, do you count
You are
Corpus
your
as
own-
gangs?
You, Igor, and Bell are a gang.
Actually, we have inducted new members into the gang. If you are
Yeah, the
considering us
Randys.
gang.
Doc
Yeah.
just
About me,
snaps
they-
his fingers in a Z formation and says, I'm part of the Corpo gang.
Wait, I'm imagining. Why did you say that? I'm imagining Doc, Igor, and Bell doing Ginyu Force poses.
Oh,
Would
no.
Doc use one hand to snap or the other hands to snap?
He has
All
4.
four hands snap at once.
I am.
So, thing is, Candle gestures to the buildings around and says, how do you think that anyone would realistically be putting up a business here? These people have been around for decades. Centuries in some cases, like my bar.
Doc holds up a finger. Actually,
Yeah, we need to bring some commerce here.
Well, I mean,
I've
like, Doc,
only-
obviously you're here. You're in a very good place to learn your trade in particular because, let's be honest, this part of the city does boast most of the most injuries in, well, the entire city.
Yeah, I do treat a lot of stab wounds and gunshots.
Yeah, it's a very good place to learn how
Yeah.
to just to learn actually.
Yeah.
So I don't
He
blame
kinda-
you for
he
making
kinda
up
runs
for
the
making
hand.
this up here. But
He kinda
also,
runs a- he
one thing
kinda
you
runs
have
a
to
hand- He kind of
one
runs a
thing-
hand down one wall of the hospital and he goes, "This place has taught me a lot."
But the thing you have to remember is you didn't establish this hospital. Igor did.
True.
Centuries and centuries ago, Igor did. I have no idea. Like, he has been that old since I was born.
Sorry, I just caught what you said.
I think I saw him in a book once.
Before time began, Igor created this hospital.
I should
The hospital
clarify.
just floating through space.
I should clarify. He scares me. Not many things scare me, but he does. He has been that old since I was born, and that terrifies me. I don't understand how he works.
Sir, it's really nice
but
to
he
I
meet
still
take that
does.
as a compliment. And he's standing right beside
Hey,
you.
Igor.
No problem, Igor. Candle
Just
does
standing
not show
still, you hear
any
bones
sign
breaking.
Igor says, "I take that as a compliment." He's directly behind you.
Yeah. He's got one of those like cardboard trays with the little disposable cups on it, and each of the little cups have like fresh water straight from the fountain. They're like the very particular crisp kind of
Nothing to
water
do.
that you can only get at a hospital. That kind of water.
Yup. It is like quintuple filtered.
Yeah.
Candle like
Mind
turns
if I
to
take
him, completely unfazed,
Help
and says,
yourself.
"You're welcome."
Oh, thank you.
Candle like turns to him completely
Make sure
unfazed
to
and says, "You're
hydrate
welcome."
before you dihydrate.
No.
And he looks
I-
at the camera and he says, "That includes all of those listening at home."
Oh,
See, this is
darn.
why I'm saying that I'm
safe
scared
here.
of him. Think
I don't
about
know,
it. He
no,
does shit like this all the damn time. And frankly,
I thought this was normal.
look. The thing is, the thing that I would like to point out is I'm 80. I barely understand how tech works.
I
Frankly,
thought you were
this
20.
phone, I don't understand what's happening with it. That being said, he knows how to do cyber running. How?
He dabbles in net running. Don't worry about it.
Also, as you guys as Igor turns to leave and he says, "Well, I'll leave you to it," and you can see that each of you are holding a cup of water, and yet his tray is still full.
Of course. He's within his domain. Of course he can move instantly fast.
That's what I call
Domain
customer service.
expansion, infinite water.
Total hydration.
Wait, no. Domain expansion. Bedside service.
Yes.
Oh wait, is it bedside manner?
E-
Actually.
Igor
both.
curtsies in his maid outfit and walks out.
Oh no!
Oh god.
Doc, you let me get in your closet again?
What? What did you ask?
Huh?
Did he get in your special closet, Doc?
Oh, Igor already has access to that. He's already tried everything in there on and decided it wasn't to his taste.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
now and then
He
he'll
just
put the
likes to
maid
wear
outfit on.
crazy outfits to see if anybody notices, and you guys didn't notice
Yeah.
until the last second
Yeah.
when he was leaving. And that's
Uh-huh.
only because the
Every now
cattail
and
got
then.
stuck in the door.
Man, I hate.
That was a belt, right? That was a belt version, right? Clip on.
Like,
Sure.
About our clip-on, correct?
Sure.
I just have to say
I
it.
would
The
just like
gen-
to say that it's my closet, so there was
I just
no
want to
fault.
say real quick the genuine temptation to just say, I don't mind seeing him go, but I love to see him leave.
I hate to see him go, but I love to watch him leave.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mind you, I like him. He's a nice guy. Terrifying, but a nice guy. If I wanted to fight him in a physical altercation, I think I'd win for a while, and then he would probably kill me. I don't
For a
understand.
I mean,
you'd
Y'all
only
probably
win during
shouldn't.
his warm-up.
y'all probably shouldn't fight because that'd be worse than the storm.
All of
Igor
you have
Igor would
felt-
let Candle win out of respect.
Like, all
He
of
would.
you have felt his hand, right? His bones are dust. I don't understand how he's here. I don't understand how he's alive. I am 90% sure that if I got into a fight with him, I could not deal any actual damage. Because what? Because
So,
what kind
you guys
of
know how
muscles
when
are
you touch
necessary?
Igor's hand and it feels like his bones are crumbling? That's how I feel whenever I touch any normal person's hands.
Igor has 100% control over his entire body mass.
Do you
Also-
understand what kind of muscles must go into him standing? Like, his bones are are literally dust. Do you understand? Like, Candle has gone on this unhinged rant about why
Also-
Igor is terrifying.
Meanwhile, out in the hallway, Igor's just doing a commercial. Remember to exfoliate using this brand. It's just like holding up like a little thing of
Sponsored by-
face cream.
No,
Oh, God.
remember to exfoliate with this brand. Holds up a jar of pickles.
Stay
No.
eternally youthful with pickles. Eat pickles.
Hard to keep you hydrated.
Also,
Eat pickles.
Also, okay,
Drink pickles.
This stream is not sponsored by
Rub your
Pixels.
I feel like also, Candle, were you to fight Igor, it would be one of those things where you punched him and he went, "Oh God, that's the stuff,"
Nah, I don't think he
and
would.
you wouldn't want to punch him again.
Nah,
It would be
he
like
ain't the
punching
type.
rubber.
Nah, you ain't
Ew.
the type to moan when you punch.
Oh, I
him.
see.
I should know. I tried when I was a kid.
The only reason why Candle doesn't slap Doc is because he knows he enjoys it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or no, he actually has built up a level of respect for him.
Thank you.
Slapping Igor is like slapping a whoopee cushion.
If you look into discussions, I imagine it like this.
You slap him,
Oh.
and he toots, but that's it.
Yeah.
Accurate. This is what happens when you fight Igor. He doesn't actually know what the fuck is happening.
He's like, oh, you're hitting me?
He survives on photosynthesis.
He just survives on.
Anything that survives on photosynthesis is dead because there's no sunlight. There's just a constant smog outside.
He gets it somehow. He has a mini sun in his room.
He survives on our own agony.
He simply jumps out of the skybox.
I
What were you
siphon
doing
the
before this?
emotional excess energy.
We're
from
talking
my
about
surroundings.
taxes and paperwork and
Yeah.
setting up for
God.
us.
so far off
Have
the
only
dome.
6 businesses.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, I'm working on it.
We were talking about how a 13-year-old wants everyone's taxes paperwork, and then we started talking about Shaggy versus Saitama.
I mean, that's a okay. So I give the same I would give the same argument if you said Goku versus Saitama. It depends on how much time Shaggy gives Saitama to get stronger.
Saitama can't get
And
any
this-
stronger. He broke his limiter. That's the.
Yeah.
But no, he got stronger in his fight with Garo.
Anywho,
I don't
moving
know what
on.
you mean.
So, what's the
No,
plan
it's,
to
um,
deal with the drivers?
I should clarify. He broke his limiter. That just means that he can get infinitely
Spoilers.
strong.
we
Not that-
can discuss this later
At
when
this moment.
people are. Yeah.
Sorry.
So, what are we going to do about the drivers? Like,
The what?
Huh?
'cause
Who has the best
feel
car?
like- I feel like knowing who hired them, it's still a
Forever?
necessary thing to know. The lady and her
Yeah.
gang. Not
Right.
to touch
Oh.
whatever they were
The
called.
head of the
yeah.
drivers is a lady called Drive. So
Yeah.
they
I mean,
the game
they
is called
are-
Drive.
They are all highly geared
I mean,
out.
Oh,
I-
right.
Yeah.
She invited me to take a drive with them.
I don't
And
understand
you left
why
us.
you guys
Yeah,
are being
Freddy.
so specific about this. We can just leave one of them alive.
Wait. Someone wants to work with me. Wait. I need my business to get started.
What's up, Sarah?
I found
Freddie,
a punching
of
gif.
the
Yes?
2 people that were looking for you, the third one did find you. And as you pull up to the
Wait, it says
stoplight,
Panoptic Agent.
no, as you
Even
pull up
called.
to the stoplight, you see a car pull up next to you in the lane, like going backwards.
No.
So they're like easily breaking the law. And you turn and look over, and Drive lowers her sunglasses and blows a bubble and just sort of looks at you.
Oh.
Also,
you trying to
the,
take your meat or be on your meat?
the
That's what I was
kind
gonna
of
say.
the kind of general vibe I'm trying to go for is Silverwolf. If that wasn't obvious.
No.
That might
I
change
see
your-
where you're
Don't know
going.
who that is.
RL. Yeah.
I'm in the same
That's
boat.
why I don't know.
So, is it possible for you, Freddy,
It's Freddy C.
to... Yeah, but is it possible for him to win Junction Jams? Because that would make things a lot easier.
She
Freddy?
looks at you, Freddy, blows a bubble, looks back towards the road, and just starts driving. What do? She drives away from you.
I mean, we're heading the same way anyways, so I might as well get...
All right, I'd like
Oh, my God.
I'd like you to roll me drive a land vehicle.
Okay.
Well, it was nice knowing him.
18.
It's for him to become a puppet.
Yeah, I think she just like pulls out in front of you and just starts driving away and goes around a turn. She just completely drifts, just completely fluid, as if she's just walking, just like effortlessly, just maneuvering around corners. And as you're slowing down and turning and trying to catch up with her, she's gone.
Was I
Looks
able
like,
to make out the type of car model she had?
It looks like a custom car.
Yeah.
Interesting. And I was
Something
like,
that wasn't just
Was there a
modified,
license
but like
plate?
something that, you know, some people do make their own cars or have like people custom make a car for them.
So
I mean,
Freddy-
Is there a
honestly,
license
Freddy,
plate?
Same way with Simon's car. Simon's car is a custom car.
she was chilling you out.
yeah, I'm sorry, Freddy. You really should have just like asked her to slow down.
He
I
would've-
was
he would've
gonna
been
make
much differently.
conversation, but y'all were talking over me so much I just stayed quiet.
All right.
I was gonna say what's up, but it's already too late.
Yeah, she probably wouldn't have said anything. She probably just would have put her
She just
shades
flipped
back
you
up
off.
and driven off.
Oh.
Now what?
And when you said a car pulled up, the first thing that came to mind was my quote unquote racing rival.
Yeah. Same.
That you still don't know their name of. That's probably
I
them.
still don't know their name,
You haven't asked.
and I don't care.
It's gonna bite you in the
Anywho,
ass.
yeah, there was going to be a scene, but it's fine. We'll just move on. Y'all can go back to talking amongst yourselves.
Alright,
Well,
so
I'm
candle
still
drink
driving, so I'll
taxes.
just stay quiet.
Okay.
Damn, Freddy, maybe you should have been better at driving.
I'm gonna go top off my water. I'll be right back.
Go.
We can continue talking.
Listen. I won't.
I did.
If it comes to racing, then yes, I'll break out my racing skills. But, yeah.
I did still try to
Racism.
convert
You
it.
have a really cool car, so they might like you.
I mean, fair.
I don't know their metric.
If you have 2 wheels, they don't like you. If you have no wheels, they hate you.
Well,
If you got 3 wheels,
the levels of like, because I imagine Candle's car is older than most other cars.
Well,
This is
I
me
mean,
in character saying
canonically-
he doesn't know anything about cars.
canonically, there are, I think, 2 of that car in the entire world. So,
And yeah,
there's an
Neon
asterisk
wouldn't
on
know
that.
about that.
There are 2 left. Yes.
What about right?
there are none right.
I'm back.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Welcome back.
Hello. We are discussing what we think Drive's gang will think of Candle's car, considering apparently there are only 2 left in this world.
Well, I mean, we discussed that before. One of them is like in a museum. The other one is outside of Candle's bar. Like,
E-
Wait, Candle's
know.
car that got repaired by Yoon?
uh-huh.
Oh! Sorry.
Is his car a synth now?
Well,
Wait.
Yoon's tuk-tuk also got repaired. But it wasn't really repaired,
Oh.
was it?
No.
well, if they put a bomb in there, probably won't do nothing to you, but your car be
I
gone.
feel like, considering how long I've likely had the car, I could tell if it's a different car.
Have you looked at it?
Well, we also stated before that, you know, this car would be incredibly difficult to replace. Also, I've driven it, so I figured.
Alright, Candle, go ahead and make a conceal reveal with advantage, because I don't remember you actually using your car since you got it back.
Fair.
I will give you advantage, because it is your car.
Hey. Let me just, grab the necessary dice. After I
Let me
find
just
the
put
necessary-
100 points into this one roll.
Well, no, I'm not allowed to do that anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, give me a second. My desk is a bit of a mess. I don't know where my dice are. I'll check. I'll do the roll in a second. Just give me.
There is also a dice rolling bot on the Discord.
I
server
know,
if
but
you
that's
use that.
cringe.
That's cringe.
It's
Alright.
cringe. Poor
It says-
Ray.
Despite me, I'm correct. Anyway. Okay, found it.
Just because you're correct, don't make you gotta say it.
Well, too bad. That's that one. That's an 8. That one is a 4. So 18.
Okay.
Plus an egg
Maybe
point.
spending. Maybe. Okay.
Plus 1 egg point.
Your car looks pristine.
But
And you asked your car to get, fixed and repaired and whatnot. But
Mhm.
as you're looking around, and I think now that you guys know that there is a possibility that Yoon and Daryl are synths, synthetic beings, you start to investigate a little bit more, and you look at like the sections of the car that were like dented inwards that all it would need to be taken care of is getting it like pushed back out. It does not look like it was, pressed back out. It looks like
Ever
a brand new
dented?
sheet of metal was used to replace this, which is not necessary. You also look underneath the floor mats, and they are completely clean. You like check the little nooks and crannies that would have like years of like little bits of like kind of dust and like, buildup that would not be taken care of if all they were doing was repairing the car. It is completely clean and pristine. This seems exactly like your car, but a little bit too nice.
well, is it a transformer? Are we about to get smooshed?
If it is a transformer, I'd win.
I can take a look at it.
Candle is going to sigh to himself, be like, God, can't just be one thing at a fucking time, can it? And he's gonna take his car to
No.
What happened?
Nothing. Move on.
Look what
Not
I
this
put.
again.
God damn it.
I understand
It's
what
really
Doc
funny.
means by now. It is kind of funny, yeah, especially considering this is a real transition in a real anime.
I hate the fact it's real
Yeah.
Yep.
and not a meme.
Yeah,
She
but
just drinks gasoline.
Candle like just outright sighs to himself like can't be one thing at a fucking time, can it?
Right?
Takes a picture of his car with the Polaroid camera that we have established that he has to take pictures of his customers. And
Roll advanced tech. I'm just kidding.
Oh no.
all right.
If anyone else tried to use a Polaroid, I'd make you roll a tech check. But for Candle, he knows.
Even
Who
I.
knows?
Yes.
Darn.
So, after Candle makes it to the Ewan did mention a specific shop, right? Like I did a background check on it and everything.
Yes.
So, like yeah, I go there.
Asphodel Trucking and Towing.
Okay. Yeah, I head there, and I park the car outside, and
Is anyone else going with you?
no.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, actually, if Doc wants to, I've been doing a lot of things alone. It feels kind of mean.
I love tagging along with people, and I don't
Alright.
think I've ever ridden in your car.
Well,
You have.
Yeah, good trip.
Oh,
actually,
okay.
no, you haven't. You haven't been in my car.
No, he rid in it when we stole it to save Bell.
Oh,
Well-
right, right.
Oh yeah.
I hate to be mean, but Doc, you still haven't.
Huh? Oh. Oh.
Aw.
Wait, what?
What's that mean?
Candle
means that
gets
it's
in the
not
car
Candle's
and
car.
drives Doc over, and Doc still hasn't ridden in Candle's car.
Oh,
Yeah.
probably, you probably got the spider chair and just put on the hood, huh?
No,
No,
it's because
that's
it's
not Kendall car.
Doc Barrett's. Yeah.
I see.
It's not Doc Thirds, what?
It's not Candle's car.
Oh, yeah, true.
That's
was
why
a
I
joke.
still haven't ridden
Sorry.
in.
Gotcha. No, I'm sorry, that took me too long. I really should.
I as
That's what I get
well.
that is what I get for eating cheese.
Oh my god. I can't believe you're still eating it. Anyway.
I mean,
Is it good?
a little bit of lactose intolerance never killed anyone.
Okay.
I second
And
that.
and I mean, sure, I'm allergic to the protein in milk too, but like, who cares?
Okay.
What does it kill you? Make you stronger, huh?
No. I want to die.
Just that little bit in the background. I want to die.
Yeah.
Die happy.
Okay.
No?
I don't know.
Yeah. So
I
I
don't
do
know
take
if-
Doc with. And I'll knock on the door of the establishment. Or
They've been
garage,
closed
if
for
you
centuries. No, I'm just kidding.
I
You know,
I don't-
background check. But what does the building look like?
So-
I
Hold on.
yes.
I just want to throw this out there. I'm not sure if it's pertinent or if it's foreshadowing or anything like that. You said it's Asphodel Towing?
Yes.
Oh.
As in, it's in reference to like when cars die, they like bring them in.
Yep. So, Asphodel is basically the Greek version of purgatory.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me nervous.
I've already had this thought that that's what happened. So
Well,
Candle, since you said that you did do a background check, how about you roll me a library search or streetwise? Or something else.
Well,
can
no,
help?
I just remembered that in the past I did a background check. I didn't do it. I asked Freddy or Mayday. I asked one of those two to look into the place for me.
And I said that
Make sure it was
without
up
making
to
a check, that it's basically like it's up to date. It's top notch. Like it actually is like a decent workshop. It's very much similar to sort of what you guys have going on with your businesses, that it is one of the few businesses that is still around, but it has actually done its paperwork. It is in the system, and it will not be destroyed when they bulldoze this place. It will stay in. So it's good to go. That's why it's not being harassed by a local gang.
That's fair.
But if you guys want to know like the history of the place and like the people that work there and like some of its, where it came from and any of the background information, you guys could roll a check. If that's all the information that you really need, that's fine. But I'm just letting you know that if you do want more information, you could.
I'm guaranteed you're stupid.
I feel like when Candle tells me the name of it and Doc realizes, Grecian purgatory, he's gonna be like, "Ooh, that does not sound like it's going to end well," and he will do a library search on the place because he's suspicious now.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a library search, and this will be just a straight roll. I won't give you advantage for this.
Okay. Library search. Okay. Ooh, I exploded. Ooh, I exploded again.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh. And a 4. So 24 plus 12, 36.
Okay. You would know that Asphodel Trucking actually started off as a decommissioning service. And that's sort of where its name came from. It would go out and take wrecks and bring it back and like break it down for spare parts. Eventually, just sort of in the, pursuit of enjoying cars and vehicles, they did start like fixing up cars and like trying to make their own. And then every so often, people would come by and be like, "Hey, can you fix my wheel or my windshield or whatever?" And so eventually they did turn into an actual mechanics workshop. But it started off as a towing service for pulling away broken vehicles, and it was connected to scrapyards. And I would say that probably Unit, you would probably know that it has some connection to a group of nomads that sort of like went out in the wasteland and would like bring things to and fro. So they didn't exactly do any sort of transport service necessarily, but they do have connections with people that do transport goods in the services of like car parts and like spare parts and just raw materials of just like junk and whatnot. So they do still work in the scrapping service, but the main thing that they're sort of known for now is that they are mechanics and machinery technicians.
Okay, so then probably after Unit's race, Asphodel got a whole bunch of new stock.
Correct.
Wait a
Also, now that they
Is
are
that the
like
hook for my
specific.
Mustang?
What were you saying?
Oh wait, I forgot I'm not in the scene. Never mind.
Now that they're actually corporation funded, they actually do have some like heavy machinery for like synthetically printing out and stamping sheet metal and actually like making car parts on site.
What?
Yes.
What corporation funds them?
What did you get again?
36.
I'm gonna have to look.
Okay.
Oh, it's Caracross Transport, which is basically the car company. They don't sell cars,
Flip
but
if it was Camerata.
no, Caracross Transport basically is anytime that something is being delivered, This is
Okay.
basically a cross between UPS and U-Haul. Basically, they rent
Oh.
out transport trucks, and they also do automatic transports. A lot of their technology is automative, but they do rent out stuff for people that want to do it themselves. They don't do drones. It's all like land vehicles and whatnot.
Okay.
They also don't do ships, but they do. One of their biggest things that they're sort of known for now is their cargo containers. So a lot of these Connex boxes that you see around that people make their homes out of are, Caracross Transport, printed and whatnot.
Right.
But yeah, basically all they do is that they make very good machinery and tools and things and whatnot, and then let other people use them. In the same way that Harp Corporation makes security, cameras and fences and domes and boxes and whatnot, but they don't actually run any of the stuff and don't care about what people are using them for and what's inside.
And how do you spell it again?
I will.
Ooh, can you put it in notes?
Yes.
Thank you.
Caracross Transport.
Okay. Oh, it's with a K. Okay. All right.
Also,
well, I'm feeling a
I think
little
this is
bit better.
I think this is one of the few names that the name doesn't actually have like a root word and means something. I think Caracross
Right.
is just a word that I made up.
Fair enough. Asphodel, though, I really like how that was a scrap collector.
Thank you. It was originally my backstory for a character in this City of Mist game that I was going to play in, but I ended up not playing.
Yeah. City of Mist is a fun system.
Bill can
When-
tell you about that situation.
Oh.
Basically, one day the guy was like, birds shouldn't exist. I want to kill every bird with a shotgun. I'm like, wow, that's a little bit aggressive. And he's like, F you and F your mom. And I'm like, are you making a joke or an actual threat? And he's like, if you can't tell, get out. I'm like, all right, I'm leaving.
Wow. All right.
Long story
That's
short, we don't have to
terrible.
get into it, but I was just like, I don't know if I want to be under this person,
Birds
Anywho.
shouldn't exist. That's an interesting. Okay.
Well, we never have chicken.
I mean, to be fair, in Cyberpunk 2077, there are no birds because of the avian, killing act of
there are not
20-something.
many there are not many animals left at all.
Yeah.
All of them exist in the main cities, and they're usually grown in labs for people to have as pets, and that's
Yep.
about it. Because just animals cannot exist and survive out in the world anymore. They all have
Because
to be
it's
house.
so much metal and toxicity.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's just no natural world for them to survive on, anyways.
God, that's depressing.
Mhm.
Anyway.
Yes, back to Asphodel Trucking. You guys do know that it is mostly run by a skeleton crew, people clock in and clock out and people come and go. There is not a specific crew of I run this partisan or whatnot. The previous owner
Right.
that sort of ran it and founded and whatnot has actually retired. He's gone to be a consultant further in the city and has a bit of a cushier job. But there is no specific manager necessarily. There's just people that come in on the job, and it's just sort of you bring in your punch card and you sign in and work, and basically people can come in, get paid for the services that they work, and at their you get paid as
Sure.
much as how much you're ever working. So if you don't
Cool.
come in a day, you don't get paid. If you leave early or stay late, you get paid less or more.
Man, that's the kind of job I need. Like in real life.
I mean, it's just one of those things that makes sense. That allows people to do their job the best that they can, and when they can't make it, they don't get punished. And when they can, you know, then they want extra hours, they can do so without, you know, a bunch of fuss.
Yeah. My thing was that my boss always got mad at me because...
It sounds almost too good to be true.
Yeah.
Because it is. I'm just kidding. It's...
Oh my god, wait, what if the entire staff is synthetic? Ah! Sorry.
The cars are made of people!
The people made of cars.
Also, across the street from Asphodel Trucking is this little shop, and it's got a big plant in the front window. And it closes up at like 8 o'clock.
This is a
For special feeding time.
This is a reference that I'm not getting, isn't it?
There's a little shop of horrors.
Oh, okay.
Seymour.
Steamed clams. I thought we were having steamed hams. I thought we were having steamed clams.
Nice. You nailed that.
Fuck
Candle.
Okay,
Candle. Candle. I'm starting to realize something. This is a scrap place, and the car that we are in is not your original car.
Well, okay, we don't know that this is not my original car. We just know that they may have replaced a few things, and we are here.
More than a few things.
And we are here to ask, very politely, what they did with the old materials.
I feel like I'm going to be tending to quite a few wounds very soon.
I don't doubt it.
Okay.
Candle goes up to the door, out of his car, parking it on the side, and gently knocks. And yes, I would assume. Let me go and automatically roll that body check to make sure that I don't fucking bust the door down.
Honestly, I feel like it's at disadvantage because you sound a little mad.
Accurate. Sparrow, what's your ruling?
You can knock on the door, it's fine.
No, I know, but I feel like it's just funnier to like.
Alright, go ahead.
Should it be a disadvantage though?
Well, disadvantage means that you're going for the lowest number.
Mine.
You are angry.
So just give me a roll.
Okay, I got
Brawling.
a 9 on top of the brawling.
Yes.
Okay.
Any sort of physical action is sort of brawling.
Okay. I got 8 plus 2, 10, 19.
A what now?
A 19.
Okay. You rap on the door, and you can see that you sort of like scratch the finish off a little bit.
Ooh.
Like it's to him it was meant to be gently knocking, but it sounds like someone just fucking fired a shotgun at the door twice.
It rattles the door on its hinges.
You hear a voice from from one of the 3 open garage doors just next to the door that says, "It's unlocked, you can come in."
Opens the door, doesn't walk in through the garage.
Yeah.
Fucking... Yeah.
You hear like one person just like sigh and have to like, you hear a bunch of like tools rattling and get sit down as he like comes up to the front. He's like, "Hey, welcome to Asphodel Trucking. How can I help you?"
One of my friends works here. Yoon, if you've ever met her. Nice kid.
Never heard of her.
Fair enough.
She's been dead for centuries. Sorry.
Oh no.
I just really like that joke. Yeah, sorry, I don't I don't know everybody that
No,
works here.
completely understandable. Just figured I'd ask. You guys worked on my car a couple weeks back. I just wanted to ask if you guys generally do cleanings with your services, or is that just something?
I mean, typically not much. I mean, sometimes we have to completely replace parts. So sometimes that's why it might be a bit nicer than when you had it. Why? What car is it? I can look it up.
It's not gonna be in your database.
Oh, it's not? Why?
Well, oh wait, no, you meant because of the repairs. He brings up the model.
Like, oh yeah. Oh, that was a beaut. That was a lovely one to work on. I mean, I didn't get to see it myself personally, but a lot of people were talking about it. It was really beautiful to see it here. You know, it's just, again, not really my thing. I'm more into one of those streamlined racing. Anyway, you don't care.
No, I understand. No, you can go ahead and talk. I understand. It's actually I own a bar. I'm keen to let people talk.
Well, I'm probably, you're gonna think I'm just one of those new kids, but I'm more into that sort of phase-on energy drive shaft. You know, some of that new stuff. I don't necessarily care for, you know, the gas guzzlers. You know, not that I'm saying that there's anything wrong with it, but I do think it is a bit old-fashioned in the same way that I like, you know, donuts instead of bagels. Like, they're just different things. You get me. You know what I'm talking. Anyway.
Yeah, I understand what you're talking about. The only real reason that I use this car is because in my time when I was young, this type of car was the new type of thing, and when I got it, it was brand new. Now, from what I've heard, there are only about 2 of these left in the entire world, and I mean, why let go of a classic?
Fair enough. Yeah, it seems like we had to do almost a completely restructuring on it. The drive shaft was all sorts of mangled. We did try to fix that up. We did have to replace a lot of parts on it, though.
Well, that's understandable. I'm just a bit confused because I noticed I haven't used my car in a couple of days since I actually got it back because I've been I've just been out. You know, I've just been walking, got used to walking while I was waiting for the car itself to be fixed, but it's brand new kind of clean, you know? It's almost completely fresh, as if I just got it out of the shop, and that's I mean, frankly, I've had the thing for years. It would have been a pain to clean up unintentionally.
I mean, we do pride ourselves, and you know, sometimes we try to do a little bit of extra mile so it comes like it's fresh off the assembly line. Like we do a bit of extensive, you know, sometimes. But I mean, if you were just here to get it sort of fixed up, because I know it seems, and I'm maybe just assuming, but it seems like you wanted it back the way that it was, and not like better than it was. But you didn't want it like better than new. You wanted it. You didn't even want it new. You wanted it back to how it was. Yeah, we do. You wanted repairs, not a renovation.
Yeah, repairs, not upgrades.
Yes.
I mean, it's fine if upgrades were administered. It's just I wanted to make sure that that's the case. See, we're me and my friends have been dealing with some. Me and my chooms have been dealing with some issues lately.
He kind of smiles when you say chooms.
What's up, fellow chooms?
What's up, fellow chooms? I get it. What's up,
Bonjour, fellow immigrants.
Yeah, but me and my chooms are dealing with some mild issues, and frankly speaking, we were I was a little bit worried that this was a bit of a ship of Theseus situation.
I don't know what you mean by that. So what's wrong with the car? Is something not running?
Oh, nothing's wrong with it. It's working lovely fine.
But it's
just,
too clean. It doesn't feel right, is what you're saying?
It's too clean. It feels like somebody replaced all of the parts.
We might have tuned it a bit. Oh wait, complete replacement.
The ship. Well, see, there were a couple of bumps in it and some damage, yeah, but Nothing that you guys couldn't have gotten fixed with.
Yeah, I mean,
You guys couldn't have just popped out with.
I'm looking at
But
it. Yeah.
But
Wait, hold on.
you guys replaced like.
I don't
one
have
gold.
access to look at some of this stuff. Do you want me to see if I can find someone? I mean, this was a custom job. It looks like. Oh, there, Yoon, and looks like the regional manager also says that this was a custom thing. Looks like Yoon asked for like special permission to take the time to do it herself. So, I guess you only trusted her to work on it or something. I mean, if you want to talk to her, you could take it up with her, I suppose.
If you, I haven't had very much access to Yoon as of recent. She's been kind of busy, it seems.
Yeah, I mean,
If
there's
you could-
lots of stuff to do.
If you could do me a favor, and I'm sorry, what's up, Doc?
Doc immediately starts running calculations on who would win, Candle versus Terminator, but child.
I mean, it would not be the
if,
first time that Candle has killed a child.
Yeah.
I believe it.
It's the fact that I feel like like Derek Terminator might have been a match for Candle, but I'm not sure if Yoon will be a match for Candle or not. You know what I mean?
Forklift. And
True.
Were they certified?
Yes. Forklifts have to be certified. That's
I mean,
how.
I also one-shot the forklift's camera eye thing, one of the other ones. They weren't that strong of forklifts.
I mean, yeah. But
I mean,
that's a
forklifts
camera.
aren't designed to like fight against ranged artillery. They're
Yeah.
designed to have like protect against stuff falling on them.
Wasn't
Yeah,
a good
and
forklift
Candle. I would like to point out the fact that Candle's punch was not a fast punch. It was a press his fist against it and apply pressure. Like that's how his punch
I
went.
would
And
It was a crushing attack, not a piercing attack.
I would like to throw out this in Candle's defense. Not only did he kill the forklift, but he seriously wounded the person driving the forklift remotely.
No, that was
Let's
Freddy.
not forget that.
That was
No,
Freddy.
that
that
was
did
me.
that.
No,
it was me.
You said that Candle punched the forklift so hard that it backlashed onto.
No, like genuinely, Sparrow, it did.
That run.
You said, yeah, Doc's right. You said it did enough damage that it did backlash against the person who was doing it.
Oh, that might have
Yeah.
been a joke. I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Fair enough. Regardless.
Yeah. Irregardless.
Candle's
I thought
cannon
it
is
was-
so messed up at this point.
Well, no, it wasn't like a cannon of Candle thing. It was like genuinely in the middle of it. You said like, "Geez, I think that does so much damage that you damaged the person."
I kind of do
I-
remember that.
I think you said that when someone is like hacking something and that thing is destroyed, there's a chance to do damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically, I just hit that chance.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And we just
Anyhow.
hope that you punch through the internet.
Yep.
This unnamed NPC that is faceless and has no features says that they could get in contact with the manager or Yoon or like, what do you want them to do?
Maybe the manager.
Well, you said
'Cause,
you
I
don't
mean,
have
we
access
already-
to. You said you don't have access to the file. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it was a personal project.
In that case, could you get in contact with the manager who was in charge of making that decision? You said district manager,
Yeah.
regional.
Yeah.
Just if you could contact them, that would be appreciated. And
Ask them to unlock it.
I'll ask them about it since I am the car's owner.
Yeah, sure. Looks like we've got your contact information, so I guess we'll get back to you on this when we get something.
All right, just
We can wait.
call, not text, please.
Okay. Is there
Appreciate it.
anything else I can help you with today?
No, though I do greatly appreciate it. Your help and your just chatting with me a little bit. I do appreciate that. It's not often that you find such kind of acumen for service in this day and age. And he takes a couple of just like normal credits out and like sets them on the counter and just slides them over to him and just like, feel free to take this as a tip.
Oh, thank you. He's like a little. I like to imagine the Candle just like pulls out a butterscotch. Just like,
Yeah.
it's like, oh my goodness, you realize how rare these are? This is gonna be worth millions.
Hard candy.
He
So-
places down one of the butterscotch things, slides it across the table. Enjoy.
So we're not
Candle could
waiting?
be so much more rich if he sold like even one of the things. that he
His
has, but,
non-existent eyes light up, and he's like, hell yeah.
like,
He pops it in his
so-
mouth, and then he grimaces, and he's like, oh, this does not taste very good.
he pops it in his non-existent
What?
mouth.
Butterscotch, they are so good.
It's a
He-
old.
his-
It's a very old.
It's
No,
very old.
Sparrow.
It-
His non-existent
it's a very
eyes light
particular
up, and then he
taste.
pops it into his non-existent mouth.
Mm.
Um,
He unwraps it,
Also-
throws it towards his face, and it bounces off because there's no features.
oh
I have
God.
no mouse, but I need butterscotch.
Don't worry, I got a knife. I'm joking.
So
You want to know how I got these scars?
no.
Butterscotch, Batman. Butterscotch.
No, Joker.
Uh,
No, Joker, no.
We're gonna do that little putty Joker. No.
I'm gonna do it, Batman.
So-
I'm whittling a cusquat.
No.
Joker.
Joker,
Anyway.
no.
Did you know
Don't
this
hit the
is how
gritty.
they party on Joker? Or Batman?
Ooh, ouch.
Joker, no. Don't hit the gritty.
You want to know how he got these scars, Joker? No, Batman. Don't do it.
Oh,
Batman.
I realized my mic died. I've
Okay.
been talking this whole time.
Oh dear. Is
Alright,
there
let's-
anything
let's-
else you guys want
sad.
to do here, or is that it?
Okay, wait, hold on. Candle. Are
Yes.
we not waiting for the district manager to unlock the file? Because this is incredibly futuristic times. It will probably only take like 5 minutes.
I kind of doubt it. I mean, like they said, people in this company kind of like go as they please, so it's unlikely they'll get to
Yes.
it right away.
Well, the
but
big
it's
thing is
the-
that they're not just in charge of just this one, location. They've got several other businesses in the city that are, to be perfectly honest, a
True.
bit more, not busy, but like more of a priority. So I don't know how long this could take, like 3 to 5 days or weeks. I don't know.
At this point,
no, it's
Doc
like-
kind of.
Doc like pats, not Doc, Candle pats Doc on the shoulder and just says like, "Come on, let's head to the car."
Doc pops his shoulder back in socket. You could just do that
absentmindedly
passively.
pops his shoulder back in his socket, yeah. And he's like, "Well, no, I
Become
mean,
a
it's
reflex at this point.
it's Karaka's transport. They fund this. They
Hey,
They're
no,
much
it's
more
all right.
organized
It's
than-
all right, Doc. Come on. Trust me, I know how these things work. They're not gonna get to us in a timely manner. It's all right. Come on, just come on. Trust me.
but they're
And
organized. That's how corporations.
hey, it's okay. Come on. I have an idea anyhow. What?
Doc's just looking back and forth between the emoji that is this employee and Candle, and he's like, "But they can." That's what.
Look, Doc, it's okay. Come on. And he like grabs Doc by the shirt and just starts dragging him out.
Doc is still short-circuiting. But what?
Oh,
the-
actually,
I
real
mean-
quick before you go, do you
Yeah,
guys know when Yoon is gonna come back in? Like, they haven't been working for a few weeks now.
Well,
a few
Huh?
weeks.
Yeah.
I see. I have not been in contact with her for a few weeks either. So
Huh. That's
Doc,
weird.
Doc
Couldn't
kind
stir
of
it, I
leans. Doc kind of leans close to Candle and he whispers to him so that only Candle can hear. And he goes, "Is it possible that Yoon is in the car?"
I mean, she is small enough. She could probably fit in there somewhere.
Huh?
he doesn't have ears, so he can hear everything.
Huh?
Oh.
What?
What'd you say?
Oh, nothing. No, I said he doesn't have ears, so he can hear everything.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I do have ears. I can hear.
But that's a feature. But that's a feature. And you are not a feature. It just works anyway.
No. He is just like 2 pairs of ears floating.
No,
Oh no.
His model hasn't
Oh,
loaded
no.
in yet. It's just ears.
Oh no.
Right, but once the two of them get outside,
But he
once
can hear
Candle
you
is-
speaking out of character.
Yeah, fair.
No.
Yeah,
I
Candle
hate that.
brings
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Candle brings Doc outside, lets go of his shirt, and just says, "Now look, I didn't want to say this inside."
As the
But
door
I'd like
closes,
you-
the building explodes.
Oh, that makes sense.
No, I'm just
it
kidding.
doesn't.
It was
Candle's just like,
never
okay.
there to begin with.
It happens.
It
Oh,
happens.
guys, don't look at it.
It'll be rebuilt tomorrow. It's fine. It's the
Ooh,
future.
Pretty colors.
Now look, Doc, I didn't want to say this inside where prying ears were available, so get in the car.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I
because
just
the
love
car
the
is not
visual of him
stuck.
saying that
Uh-huh.
in front of the burning rubble of the. I didn't want to say this inside where people could hear us, but now that they're all dead, we can.
My worry is that other things might be able to hear us, and he's kind of like pointing at the car.
Suppose that's fair. Not necessarily safe.
As you
place for
point
time
towards
being.
the car, you see a camerata, or not camerata. Yes, a a panoptic agent leaning against the car. No. He's not leaning against the car. He's not rude. But he is standing there with his arms crossed, with his like fingers tapping.
Candle walks over to him and just says, "You folks deal in information, correct?"
Text across the screen says, "Yes, we do."
I got some questions for you.
As do we.
Alright. I'll ask first. You know I'm a man of my word. I even give my my own personal panoptic agent some treats, as you might know.
And yes, and
Is
this is
this
your
your
personal
personal?
panoptic agent. You recognize
Yeah.
them. They are a
Fair enough.
TV head, which is a
Oh,
step
okay.
above the camera heads.
Yeah, right. So, you know I'm a man of my word. I do give you treats. Or well, snacks. Let's see. I'll answer whatever questions you got for me.
Where were you on the night of August 23rd, 1976?
Oh damn.
Very, very specific, huh?
3 p.m.
Wait, was he
PST,
even born
BC.
yet? Hold on,
Before
wait, was he even
Christ,
born
huh?
yet?
I wasn't even. Yeah, I wasn't born
No.
at that point.
The
B-
year is 1226.
BC is before Camerata. Come on.
I
Fair.
gotcha.
No, they ask you where were you this afternoon and how you were able to avoid them.
I drove my car.
Drove Makar. They ask you who Makar is.
Candle like
And where did you drive?
points at the car. Candle just like points at the car.
Roll me a D10, Candle.
That is a 2.
Okay. They don't make any movement, and you cannot read them at all. But they say there was a temporary issue where we were investigating another scene at the moment, so we were unable to follow your proceedings after your meeting with Derek. Do you mind filling us in on the details of what happened after your visit?
Well,
Yeah.
actually not much has all occurred realistically. I talked with my friend here about trying to get all the paperwork in the district up to date so the dome can be built.
Doc waves.
And
I'm friend. I am
actually,
the friend.
this has to do with my question.
Doc, the Panoptic Agent wiggles his fingers at you as well.
Off in the distance, Doc goes, "Finally, one of them is polite to me!" And he's just having a mini rant of his own while you two talk.
Now,
Well, to be
This
perfectly
actually
honest,
pertains
you haven't
to,
spoken to him yet.
this actually does pertain to my own question.
Okay, Sparrow.
Now, this does.
You haven't opened your damn mouth yet.
This pertains to my question, actually.
Yes.
So this car right here. Do you guys know at all if it is actually mine? And I don't mean like ownership wise. I mean like, is this the same car that I handed in a while ago? And I'm not talking in a ship of Theseus sense. I'm saying like, is there a chance that someone's spying on me from inside the car?
Make a persuasion
guys.
check. You can see that their shoulders kind of like rotate back a little bit, and their TV head tilts a little bit. And no, there is no facial features for this creature. You get the idea of them like raising an eyebrow. Just like, huh?
That is an 8.
Yeah, they watch
Plus,
people, not cars.
15.
The TV head turns away from you, glances at the car, kind of looks it up and down a little bit, and then looks back at you.
Mm-hmm. You say anything?
They do not yet.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Oh, you want me to answer your question? What was their question again?
What happened in between them leaving you with Derek and, you know, when you meet up just now?
Yeah, there was that. I mean, wasn't there a more recent question in particular?
They.
Like a clarifying question, I mean.
I think they just asked you what you were up to. I think you were going into something about the paperwork and whatnot.
Oh yeah, no, I
Doc
was.
Doc comes back from his mini rant and he says, "Well, we don't know when you leave. I mean, you kind of pride yourself on your stealth, so."
Also,
you know.
I would like to say, I know you guys have trouble running after. If you knock on my window, I'll let you drive in the back seat. Or, well, not drive. I'll let you join. I'll let you
Drive
ride
in the back seat.
I'll let you ride in the back seat.
Backseat driver.
Give him one of those like kitty like wheels.
Look, I'll let you. I'll let you sit. I'll let you sit in the back if you just like knock on the window or something. I know you guys are supposed to be silent observers, but also I know it can't be easy on you guys' bodies to you know, sprint after us all the damn time. And I mean,
Doc
frankly
shrugs
speaking,
and he holds up a finger and he goes, "Actually, we don't really know about what goes on in their bodies. It might be perfectly fine."
well, he always looks out of breath after he's finished chasing.
You guys usually don't see them performing any sort of like excessive maneuvers. Usually, like when you get in your car and drive away, they just sort of like go about their business, sometimes even turning away and going somewhere else. But like on basically every street corner there is a Panoptic Agent, so like no matter where you are technically being seen, even if you don't have your own personal babysitter right with you.
Fair.
Doc kind of strokes his chin and he goes, "Out of breath. Do they even breathe?"
I don't know.
Is that one of the questions you want answered?
No.
No,
Uh,
no.
Not yet.
Not.
Not yet.
Look, we need the first question answered in the first place, so.
I feel like we kind of
after,
already know the answer.
Yeah, after that, and after that, I got in my car trying to go to Junction Jans, but unfortunately, well, I don't know if this is my car, but you know what I mean. I got in
The
this
car?
car. I got in this car trying to go to Junction Jans to deal with the gang that's over there. Realized that something about it felt off, so I just kind of decided I should go and check it, see if it's actually, working the same way.
I would like both of you to make persuasion checks.
Oh.
Huh?
Well.
That's worse than last time. Hell yeah, 11.
I feel like I could do.
You can do what?
You cut it out, Doc.
Yeah, you cut out real hard.
Doc?
You finally
Dog
went
was
something.
taken by the Panoptic agents.
Yeah, Doc opens their mouth to speak, and Panoptic Agent grabs them by the
And a
throat.
camera head crawls out.
Okay, I
Just
can hear you.
keyboard,
Just-
put him on mute.
My Discord crashed.
Oh.
Damn.
So that happened.
It did? Yeah.
What was it? Persuasion?
Yes.
Yep. I got an
Okay.
11.
Well, I rolled a 1. So I'm going to spend a luck point, that way it is not a 1 technically. And altogether, that makes it 13.
They kind of glance over at the car and then look back at you guys. You can tell that they're not really interested in observing the car and researching it for you as much as they are trying to get information out of you. And to them,
Right.
it seems like you guys are dodging the issue or trying to make some sort of deal. And
We are.
they're maybe not being as a cooperative as you would like them to be.
Now, if you don't answer the question, I'm gonna stop giving you snacks.
Uh-oh. Doc backs him up and goes, "Oh, then those are great snacks. You know they are."
That's the only way he gets fed.
That's the only way the Panoptic Agent eats, is candle snacks.
That's his only source of food.
He's
Look, I'm
the
just
only
try-
Panoptic Agent that actually eats real food, and it's because of Candle.
The more willing you are to work with us, the easier this is going to be.
Well, that's I've been given real answers, though.
He is. So, today, that's what you're asking about? Question mark?
Why do you say the word
They are going to make a deal with you, just because
Okay.
you guys do seem to be willing. So
Uh-huh.
this is again something that Panoptic Agents aren't really supposed to do, but again, they're a little
It's
bit
Candle's
desperate.
agent, and he's a cool guy.
They want to know what you guys were talking about in Derek's office, because that is private information that you guys are allowed to have your privacy, but he's going to specifically ask what it is that you guys discussed in there. And if you tell him that, then they will answer both of your questions, whether or not this really is your car and whether or not Panoptic Agents breathe. That is your choice.
Okay.
Do we tell
Um, I mean, I don't see much harm in telling him about the fact that we were talking with Derek about Derek's investigation into, what was his name?
Oh yeah, that guy that got a
Samson?
Samson. The guy who,
Salmon?
yeah, we were
I don't know.
talking.
That guy,
Yeah.
I was going to hire him for a mission. He never showed up, and that's how I knew Samson. And Derek had some questions for us.
Yep.
So you don't tell him about the information that you learned about Arturio's past and the cyber psycho attacks?
You are correct.
I'd agree with that, yeah. I would like to say, however, Candle just like kind of nods along and that's it because he's an awful liar.
Alright. If you guys are going to give
not
vague,
better.
generic answers, then he will respond in kind and say that that appears to be your car, and turning to Doc, it says, I am alive.
So you do interesting.
If you guys are going to be
Very
vague about
good.
your answers, then so is he.
Fine, I'll be direct about it then. And Candle's just gonna tell him outright. Fuck it, right?
Well-
I mean,
What? Not everything. You can tell him about what we were discussing with Derek and.
This has to be in character that Kendall's like, alright, fine, I'll tell you everything. Doc's like, not everything!
You can't tell him about my private parts.
Oh God.
Candle hasn't seen those in character.
So, moving on. Thank you for that. You threw me off. It really threw me off there.
You're welcome.
Okay. Anyway, God, I'm blanking. Panda has successfully broken me.
You're welcome.
So, the doc does say, that there are a couple secrets that need to be kept due to doctor-patient confidentiality. Other than that, we did discuss that with Derek, how through the course of our investigation into recent matters, it seems that cyber psychosis has been affecting numerous individuals in new and surprising ways. However, it seems that the addition of an internal agent into the equation makes cyber psychosis less of a threat.
They're still waiting.
What else do you want?
You guys talked about a lot of stuff in his office.
What else do we talk about?
You
I
guys
just
talk-
tell him everything. I feel like that'll be easier.
You guys did
Agreed.
talk about Arturio. You don't necessarily have to fill him in on that, but you guys did
Right.
specifically talk about your dealings at the docks and what happened at the bar and how certain things might be out and about. Again, that's sort of related to Arturio, so if you don't want to give
Right.
him that information, you don't have to. But he's understanding that you guys were in there for a while and something has happened to Derek. You guys are clearly not giving him something, and he needs something.
Alright, I'm just gonna lay it on the table. Derek is probably a robot.
Doc immediately pinches the bridge of his nose, and he goes.
So you are aware of Derek's passing? No. Like you watch as the word, like as they're typing out, there's like a hesitation where it like puts passing and then it like delete.
Yeah, it's the
Impersonation.
dot, and then they go away. The dot comes back, then they go away.
Wait, okay.
Derek's
What was-
impersonation.
What was the word he used? Oh,
Impersonation.
Perhaps.
About, yeah.
They ask you how long that you were aware of Derek's impersonation.
Candle looks
We've
him.
had suspicions. for a
Candle
while.
looks him dead in the screen and just goes, "Today."
I was today years old.
When I learned
How
that
long-
my friend was a synth.
Oh
Yeah.
god. I had my suspicions about a few other people as well.
Oh.
Derek was a bit of a surprise. However,
If you're gonna give him a list of people that you think are fake people, that's some info that he's into.
I'm not willing to use that bargaining chip yet. Perhaps for more information. Perhaps at a later date. But we answered your question as to what happened today.
If you give him the list of names, he'll take off his glove.
He'll what?
He'll take off his glove and let you examine his hand.
I'm sorry, are you telling me that if I tell him what happened, he's going to expose himself to me?
Yep.
If you give him the list
Wow.
of names that you think are synthetic people, he will allow you to examine his physical nature.
Doc narrows his eyes at him.
Again, these people don't want information just for the sake of information. They want to know who's a baddie, who's in danger, and what they can do to stop and help things.
Yeah.
Doc narrows his eyes, and he slowly shakes his head, and he goes,
The TV head narrows its screen. Like the black bars come up from the top and bottom.
Yeah, it goes into the cinematic view.
Yes, exactly.
16 by 7.
Doc slowly shakes his head, and he goes, not good enough. We both want similar things. I think we both want to help people, and you want this information, and there is still information that I want that has not
They
been shared.
walk past you and go to the car. And they walk up to the car, look at it, squat down, grab it by the like undercarriage and flip it over onto its side, and just like completely holding it in the air. It's bouncing on two wheels, and then it sort of gestures to the underside, and it points out where there are certain connections on the car that are not like spot welded, but are actually like printed and fitted pieces. This is definitely not the kind of machine work that your car would have, Candle. This is like sort of newer, modern sort of connections.
Oh,
and
this
fittings.
is 3D printed.
Yes, this is a 3D printed car. This is made not just by machines. Like, this isn't like pieces of sheet metal printed and put together like this shop would do. This is actually just like someone like had like one of those big 3D printers that can print in all materials and just completely synthesized it. This is like as fake of a real thing as you can get. Which lets you know that this is the top of the line of like being able to make something.
I would like to say that the ground just fucking cracks under Candle as he is brought to attention of this fact. As it becomes clear, the ground genuinely seems to break a little.
Now, if you would like us to look for your car, then perhaps we can exchange services. And they looked directly at you, Doc. Tell us the
You
names.
know,
You have told us that a car is fake. Tell us who people are fake, and we will look for them.
you already know the services I provide. There have been multiple times Panoptic and I have interacted, some of which Panoptic has been injured and I have not been equipped to help.
They walk
I
up to
want
you and
to
stand over you, just towering over you, looking down. They are not in a position to negotiate any further. You have been pushing it, and that's... Panoptic does not barter. Panoptic does not do deals. This guy has been nice, but at this point, if you are not going... He actually says that if you are going to be forcefully withholding information, then I will have to extract it from you.
Give him the fucking information,
He
Doc.
places a hand on your
Doc.
shoulder. Would you like to tell me here, or should I take you down to the station?
Doc,
Doc,
tell him.
hold on. Doc shakes his head and like lowers it a bit, and like a single tear rolls down his cheek, and he goes, "I just want to help."
Oh, also, as he like walks over to Doc, he just drops the car and it like bounces on its wheels. Something that your car would not be able to do, Candle.
Because
Like
it's
the
too
shocks are
fucking
way
heavy.
too good, yeah.
It's too heavy and the shocks are too good.
It
Nah,
looks like a
this isn't
large
my-
toy car, basically.
Answer
I
my
just want
friend.
to help.
The Panoptic agent kneels down, placing both hands on your shoulder, and says, "You can help us."
Then let me know how to perform surgery on your operatives. Let me know how to save you all if you need it.
Some
Please.
secrets are kept for a reason. You do not have proper access.
How do I get access?
Their hands on your shoulders start to grip a little bit. Like their patience is waning.
Candle looks him dead in the screen once more and says, could you get access if I showed you my back room?
He doesn't even look at you, Candle.
Yeah,
you
it's fair.
you are not the person of interest at the moment.
That's understandable. Just give him the information, Doc. I need to know where the fuck my car is.
Doc sighs, and he says that there's two. I'll give you one, which is Yoon, the person that fixed this vehicle. We suspect them. And for the other name, how do I gain access? How do I get the clearance? Who do I talk to?
If you'd like,
Please.
maybe I can introduce you to them. And then they spin you around, and just in a quick motion, they plant cuffs on your wrist. And they stand up and they turn and look at you, Candle, daring you to act.
I mean, I do.
Okay.
And Doc and
Yeah,
Candle will
as
never hurt
before
them
Candle
again.
can even move, just the only thing that types across the screen is the names.
Yoon and you know that guy that used to that used to come by my bar and guard it every now and again, Daryl. Him.
And those are the only ones you
we can
suspect?
see- the only connection we can see between these fellas is that Trauma Team grabbed them, and we don't know what Trauma Team did with them. Is that gonna be enough to get my friend out of cuffs and you looking for my damn car?
They just the cuffs instantly detach. But as you say trauma team, you can see that their grip, like their fist tight, just the full Arthur, just like fist shakes. And I think for the first time you hear a TV head speak and just mutter, "Trauma team." And then they turn away from you as if looking towards something. Just like staring off into the middle distance.
Now, I see we have what's probably a common enemy. You know exactly how to reach me. If you need backup muscle, you know I'm strong enough to be that.
I'd offer my services.
I'll still need you around regardless, Doc. Could use some patching up if something actually manages to land a fucking clean hit.
Doc looks sadly at the Panoptic agent and he said, I wish I could patch him up if he needed it. And he kind of just walks away, shoulders slumped.
The last
He's
thing
not
that you
angry,
see on the
he's
TV
just
screen is "we'll be
disappointed.
watching," and then they fade out of existence.
Huh?
He's not angry, he's just disappointed. Like, if you're going to do a business deal, do a business deal!
They tried.
Yeah.
You were not willing to really talk.
What do you mean they tried?
They did, dog.
You
They
you
tried.
keep pushing so much. I'm just like, can I get a little bit more, please?
Yes! Anatomy schematics.
Sometimes
Let me help
deals
you.
aren't always about getting the best for you. Sometimes other people want a better deal for them.
Where would I use those besides in the hospital to help fix the Panoptic agent?
But if you
Why
know,
don't I
then
use
people
that?
can kidnap you and read your mind. That puts you in danger and it makes you a liability.
Bro,
Doc doesn't
And also-
know that.
Like there's some things that we
He hasn't put that together.
like there's some things we can't give them. There's some stuff that they can't, no matter what we offer, that they
Oh, I
can't give
know.
us.
I know. Doc doesn't. I know. Doc doesn't.
Candle does. Wait, like, was the fade out of existence thing completely serious, or like?
Yeah, they turn invisible.
Okay. Candle does, right as he's about to leave, casually pull out one more USB stick and like just puts it on his shoulder as he's about to warp away.
He's not a pigeon.
Well, regardless, he gives one to him every time. It'd be mean if he didn't.
USB stick.
You're not gonna like train these things to be like, yes, good Panoptic agent.
I'm not trying to train them.
Tickle him under
He's being a
the volume
good
control.
boy. He deserves his snack.
No, he's angry with you. He doesn't take it.
Fine.
No, I don't want.
Fine, be like that.
Pouting because he didn't own up to his end of the bargain. Okay.
Well, no, he was giving you so much stuff, and you kept saying, "No, I won't tell you the names."
I mean, to be fair, Candle was trying to tell him everything. He was just like asking Doc every time, like, can I just tell him?
Please, can we be good people for once?
Oh my god.
Can we be nice people for
Okay.
fucking once, please?
I can understand why Candela gets frustrated with you. Good god.
Anywho,
Because I'm a nice person?
what has everyone else been doing during this
No
time?
business sense.
Filling out paperwork for an appointment.
What do you
Appointment for what?
expect? I run a bar.
He wants a
Checkup.
checkup from Doc.
It's been 7 years since the last one.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Igor's helping you
Man, I'm still
fill out your
driving.
medical records.
The
No,
health
actually-
reporter is helping you.
You gave me like
That's
5
it.
oranges.
Oh. Nice.
I should just move that.
Do you have insurance?
It should be under my father's.
Neon, is there anything you want to be doing during this time?
I think right now he's just trying to he is putting every thought to the forefront because he knows he plans on eventually calling Arturia and telling her she was right about not the trauma team stuff, but he's kind of putting that off because he doesn't want to delve into what all that trauma stuff business could mean. So right now he's just trying to figure out what he wants to buy with his newfound favor from guessing Apex Legends.
Question: What have you been doing with Aelita? She just in your backpack or something?
No, he installed her,
Oh, that's right. Okay.
and
I
he
forgot.
just told her that anytime she wants, she can watch back his footage.
Okay. Yeah, mostly what she does is she gives you bonuses for things like library search or whatnot. I mean, there are settings that you can set if you want her to give you random bits of info of hey, this is going on over here, or did you know that bananas are actually a berry and not a fruit?
What's a banana?
Okay.
What's a fruit?
God. No.
But yeah, if you just sort of have her on her passive settings, she'll probably just sort of stand there, maybe do a little humming or dancing or something.
Oh yeah, because she's in your field of vision because internet. Yeah. Okay. Well.
She's
Only if
getting
you
the
want her to
gritty-
be. She can just be
Getting the
on standby
gritty.
in the background.
she's on your HUD.
Doing his Simcats breakdance.
You know
So
those
Doc is
those
kinda-
programs that you could get of having a creature on your desktop?
Mm-hmm.
It's
I
kinda-
know
it's
the Untitled Goose
yeah.
game that character. Been putting that one on there.
No, it's Clippy.
Yeah, Clippy.
Oh.
Belle, is there
So I
anything
see
you
you're
wanna?
trying to breaking and entering.
I like to think that since whenever Doc goes, Bell usually goes. I just been thrown around inside the car with not any just through it.
Yeah, as the car got lifted up on the side, Belle rolled out just onto the street.
Hi, I was the one listening in.
I was yeah, I scrambled around and looked in all of the hiding places. Yoon isn't in here.
Thanks. Doc.
I tried to
Um,
vent, but this one doesn't work.
You tried to what?
Get in the
True
vents.
Oh. Oh no. Okay.
And Candle just turns to Belle you sassy baka.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm on myself now.
Freddy, what are you
No.
doing?
No.
All right.
Isn't he still driving?
I feel like I would have met him with Drive just to hang out. Maybe.
Yeah, we could do a little that little scene and then we'll end the session there. But
I have one more thing to add before we end
yes,
the after Freddy thing.
go Doc.
After Freddy thing.
Oh, after. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's just cliff notes before the session ends.
Okay. Well, I was gonna do a cliffhanger with Freddy.
Oh. Okay. Well, I was just gonna say that Doc is moping in Candle's car on the drive back to the hospital.
Okay.
And he's just kind of mumbling to himself, and he's kind of, I just wanted to know what they're made of. I just wanted to help them and fix
Candle's
them.
you want to stop for ice cream?
And just Doc, yeah. And then
What's ice cream?
he goes, and then, okay. And then he goes, now the Candle heads off to probably look at trauma team. And then he immediately texts his boyfriend to get out and come to the hospital ASAP. ASAFP.
We get it.
since the Freddy
Yeah.
thing is gonna end on a cliffhanger.
I just like the
I do
idea of
have a-
like, and the Panoptic agents are probably gonna go investigate Trauma Team. It's not like there's a wait a minute, I'm Trauma Team. I'll get back at that stupid operator. Just rubbing
and
his
those
hands
on the back.
together.
He doesn't think the operator is
All
stupid. He's just-
6 hands.
He's 4. Thank
4.
you.
Right. Sorry.
All
Uh,
86 hands.
He's rubbing his feet together too.
Ew.
He's like a fly.
That's how I taste.
He's rolling.
What?
Flies taste
Anywho.
their feet.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I was very
yeah.
confused.
But yeah, he's not mad at the Panoptic Agent. He's just disappointed.
Okay.
Just to
Um,
give Doc a little bit of existential dread, since I think since Freddy's thing is gonna end with the cliffhanger, I'm gonna wait to ask this question till next week. But I'm terrified of what the answer to the question might be, and I know Doc and Candle might be terrified of if the answer is not a negative.
No. Ask it.
I have a feeling you have no idea what I'm thinking right now.
Ask it. Ask it.
Message it to me.
So after Frederick's thing, will we continue from there, or?
I think we'll end the session pretty quickly because it's already pretty late.
It is
Um,
pretty good.
And I wanna finish these off a bit sooner because sometimes we go really late.
Yeah.
I kind of enjoy them, but that's because I'm in the West.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I noticed that sort of near the end we're kind of starting to get petered out. I'm losing a lot of people, and I know that I am definitely getting worn out more. So
Yeah.
Yeah. My sweet spot's about an hour in, and then from there kind of devolves.
Right now, I'm just like ice cream, ice cream, ice cream.
I'm just locked in a moment.
Belle's sitting in the back seat, barely containing their excitement while clapping. Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream.
But you can't even eat.
No, but he enjoys analyzing the synthetic nature of the ice cream.
I guess to each their own.
I like how you're thinking. I'm not gonna give you an answer because that is something that you need to investigate. But that I like your thinking.
Okay.
Neon.
I'll go
ask-
check up next time.
Neon asked me a question.
Yeah.
I know.
Put it together in my head. I'm slow.
Yes. So let's go ahead and do this scene. I think
Yes.
you, Freddy. I think probably you get the idea that Drive was headed in the direction of Junction Jan's. So you probably meet up with her there, and she is once again just sort of chilling. You can see that the other 2 cars are there, which seem to be like her wingmen, basically, just sort of hanging out. You can see that there are fewer followers that are just sort of chilling and hanging out. It also does look a little bit less, confrontation, territorial. They are just sort of like chilling, like they are actually like parked in parking spots now. Except for Drive, who does just like pull up onto the sidewalk, completely blocking the door.
Ugh.
I see. Okay.
But she looks, I think she's in the driver's seat as you pull up. And so she like pulls back out onto the road a little bit so that you can pull in beside her if you want to.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, as you pull up beside her, she doesn't even look at you. She blows a bubble and pops it, and you can see that every single time she blows a bubble, it's a different color.
Yeah, that
Oh,
actually is kind
It's an everlasting
that's
gobstopper.
that's honestly cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
Again, hate to admit it, game respects game though.
What's up, Drive? How you been since our last encounter?
Well, just sort of hanging around. Had to go for a
what
drive,
fun.
otherwise I was gonna get stir crazy.
Oh, I know how that feels.
Shoot her in the face. Sorry. God, where'd that come from? Oh, ooh.
You feel the need to go out for a drive every now and again?
Yes, sometimes my friends drive me crazy.
I thought you were gonna say, yes, I feel the need for speed. and then you wink at her and say ka-chow.
Oh my fucking
Ka-chow.
god.
Be
Wait, so
No.
his rival is his rival going Kachiga, 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 Kachiga.
be
Take an egg
very
point.
glad that Doc cannot hear this conversation because he would put out a repo order. For
Yes, you
your
are not part of the scene. Please keep
I know.
your commentary to a minimum. Thank you. Yeah, she kind of like just sort of traces her fingers along the steering wheel. Like, you can tell that she does not enjoy doing this. This is just, not only is it boring, but you get the idea that this is not really what she wants to do.
I see. All right. Yeah, I know I keep apologizing, but I do apologize for one of my friend's actions. Not blurring out any names.
I mean, a lot of assholes, so you have to be a bit more specific.
The guy in the chair.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yep, you certainly had a eclectic group with you the other day. What is your guys' deal, by the way? Why do you care about what's going on in this place?
I somehow got entangled in them. Now I'm too far deep, so I just call them my friends.
She kind of smirks when you say that. I know the feeling.
Oh, but they're lovable idiots, but they do get on my nerves, especially someone.
Me.
No, Candle, I have a very good relationship with you.
No, I know. I'm just making a joke.
I feel like every single time that Freddy just talks shit, he glances to the side, and then, like, outside the panel, Doc's just glaring at him.
Nah,
I'm
Doc.
I am actually glaring at my TV in real life right now.
Doc just gives a loud sneeze every time.
I'm like, I look at my phone, I stare at Doc's profile picture.
Like it's actually low-key kind of pissing me off.
Yeah. Doc's sneezing so much that Igor's like, do you need...
No,
Right.
every time he sneezes, his boyfriend gets very overprotective and thinks it's like, oh my god, are you coming down with something? And Doc loves it, so he just never corrects him.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Either way, it's
Usually this isn't the
being
mucus
real.
you're leaking. Never mind. I shouldn't have said that. Why did I say that?
I don't know.
No, you are correct. No, but
Why?
I feel like
Why?
somewhere in this world, Doc is going, I feel a disturbance in the force.
I feel a disturbance in my ass.
I feel like a twink
this-
bitch is talking asshole behind my back.
Feel a disturbance in the
Damn.
code.
Damn.
And then
There's-
maybe sneezes and is like, I feel like someone's talking about my twink bitch.
And then just cut to Tori, who's crying on Lucas's.
Lucas is flatlined.
Oh god.
This took a fucked up turn, and I love it.
I do. I love it.
And that's where we end the session.
See you next time, guys.
Can this please be canon?
I mean,
I
Lucas
want
was
Tori
already
to
dead
come back.
before he went Cyber Psycho. So,
Huh?
Oh.
I want Tori to come back to a dead Lucas. I want to hear the sadness in your voice. Is that messed up? That's a little messed up.
Nah.
his body was
She's gonna
being
be
puppeteered
sad.
by a rogue AI. That's all
She's
it
gonna be
was.
sad for a bit and be like, oh, okay, next one.
Actually, no. I texted Tori before we started the session, but she said that she was with her mom. So I was like, oh, okay.
She would abandon Lucas for her mom? Wow.
I guess so.
Alright, we're getting off track.
She does love her fictional men. Anyways, yeah. Freddie,
Oh, wait,
what-
hold on. I'm gonna text Tori and tell her that Lucas died while she was gone.
All right. You did not need to tell us that, Freddie. What
I'm
are
just-
you
I
doing?
want to see what she says.
I was gonna say, like, it sucks since I'm the only netrunner of the group. But honestly, I just laid on a piece of bread. Hold on.
Ooh,
Sorry, did I hear that right? You laid down on the piece of bread?
I think that's what was said. Yes.
Clean up your
Sorry, it
room
was
once in a while?
crunchy.
What? Why?
It was toast.
That.
We're eating on
Then
your
it's
bed.
not. Okay. I'm not. Just get on with it. Finish the session.
But honestly, nothing feels more better than having the wind hit your hand when you drive.
Ah, yes. More better. What lovely thing.
She lifts her sunglasses up and just kind of pushes them back, which brushes the hair out of her face, and she glances over at you. Is like, you really don't know how to talk to girls, do you?
I have not made any conversation with females ever since I've been born. Other than my mother being killed right in front of me, that's the only girl I've ever talked to.
It shows. Oh well.
You have a girl.
I mean, that'll bother anybody.
Yeah.
Slowly gestures to Tori.
My mom got hit by a car. That's why I made it my journey to become the best at driving cars and make these streets safer.
My car got hit by a mom.
No, no, absolutely not.
Every time I look back at my
No, your
car,
car
I
got
see
hit
the
by a
end.
Nah, I'm
Lucas.
gonna quote
Lucas was
you
not
on
a
that.
mom.
I'm quoting you on that.
My car got hit by
Lucas
a
was
mom.
not a mom.
Anywho,
The mom was candles.
Wait, or is Tori the mom?
can we
Because she's mommy
please?
to Lizzie.
Moving on.
Okay.
What made you start driving? Running for something or chasing something? That's usually what it comes down to, one of the two.
I guess I'm just trying to find my real purpose other than net running, because honestly, I can't be doing that all my life.
Yeah, that stuff will get you killed.
Indeed, even though I've almost been killed multiple times.
3? I think.
Multiple.
That's what multiple means, more than one. Just like talking
Exactly.
to Doc. Just like, shut up.
Yeah, but is it 3? I've lost count.
That's why he said
It's-
multiple. Now, shush.
Exactly.
It's sad that we've lost count of how many times he's almost died, Freddy.
I haven't
Well,
died yet.
ever since he met Maybe, it's increased exponentially.
Exactly.
By twofold. Sorry, tenfold.
You're not wrong.
Also,
Boy and his
Just
fictional
gonna say-
females.
if she ever finds out that you were talking to another girl,
Oh, fuck.
You're gonna have a- it's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Literally.
yeah, she's gonna peg you.
She finds out you've been talking to another girl, she will and can peg you.
Every sentence you speak to another female is a pegging.
There's another hour edited.
There's an hour added. Oh no.
Is another peg. Every
Meanwhile,
every
Freddy's
woman you
rubbing his hands. Don't mind if I do.
Oh,
Freddy's like, it's safer.
We should have ended this session half an hour ago. This is going nowhere.
We've been 10 minutes goofing and gaffing.
I don't mind it, but at the same time, Freddy.
Yeah. Freddy, what would you like to get out of this conversation? What would you like to try and do? We don't have to roleplay every second of it.
Just don't say side bitch because you will die.
He wants a pegging, guys. Come on.
He already has enough side boob.
Alright.
He doesn't need more.
No, side bitch. As in,
His side bitch is his car.
He doesn't like. Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
Thank
as,
you.
as in,
Yes. Just the only person talking right now should be Freddy.
oh, okay.
Well, I lost my train of thought. What did I say last?
Now that you are here
Uh,
with Drive, what would you like to talk to her about and learn?
What's your reason for driving?
She literally just told
Literally
you.
just told me.
Oh, sorry. I have my
Wow.
brain ain't braining.
She
With all
drives
the
to make these
shits and
streets
giggles.
safer by controlling
Right.
the roads.
Because her mom died from getting hit by a
Yeah.
car.
Because
God, you don't
people that get in cars think that they're immortal and can get anything done and go anywhere, and she tracks them down and tells them that no, they can't just get away with stuff.
Yeah, Freddy.
Well, I guess I'll just. The last thing I'll say to her is, if you ever need a netrunner, just hit me up.
Well,
He'll run your
don't
neck.
necessarily need a runner at the moment.
Yeah, I'm always free. Sometimes. When I'm not getting into trouble or trying to get killed.
Well, at the moment we're sort of in some trouble, so I don't know when we're gonna be free.
Do tell.
Oh, you just stay
Doc,
safe
this
now.
isn't your conversation, says
The next
Candle.
person that speaks that
Not
isn't
muted.
Freddy, I will actually remove one of their levels. People start muting. Freddy. She says that she is not free right now. She is busy. What would you like to say?
Take care of yourself. Don't get yourself killed like I have multiple times.
Don't kill yourself killed like me. She turns and looks at you. Are you dead?
I just don't feel. I just
I
start
mean,
feeling my body.
I've
don't
known
know.
people that have died and come back before. The soundboards count.
Who did that?
That was
Misclick.
muted.
That was a misclick. I was trying to click something else.
All right, sure.
Hmm. Well, I'm
My
very much alive.
my mom got picked up by trauma team. They're miracle workers, and well, she came back, but she wasn't really herself, and I don't know, we kind of grew apart. Actually, I left. That house was never a home, but I don't know who that person is in that house, but that's not my mom.
That's interesting. We had a recent encounter with, I guess you could call a friend, which he wasn't himself.
She looks at you. Wait. No. Hold. Okay. She like puts her head in her hands like, so I'm not crazy.
Let's just say we had some help from an unknown source. He blasted the fake friend, and we found basically a non-human thing. Its skeletal structure and everything were inhuman.
Okay. I don't really know what to make of that.
This friend as well, he had zero cybernetics. So seeing that was pretty much of a surprise to me and my group.
You can see that she's like thinking, but she doesn't say anything out loud.
But something is going on. Right now, I cannot trust. What's the company's name again?
Trauma team?
Yeah, Trauma Team.
Yeah, trauma team's always been, well, they've kind of been for the elites, and ever since they started helping us common folk, everyone's kind of been suspicious, but now really weird things are happening.
Weirder than usual.
Where'd you get your digs? That kind of cyberware doesn't come cheap, and not anybody can just get access to something of that grade. That's military tech, isn't it?
Yeah. Got it from one of my friend's buddies.
You had to have doing something pretty big to earn something like that.
Well, main reason I got it was for let's just say mainly escaping tough situations. But I haven't really activated it once yet, so still waiting for that time.
Loaded gun still in the chamber. I know what that's like. She kind of points with her thumb towards the back of her neck as well. I hadn't had to use mine yet either. Just precaution. Once I was unable to move, I needed time to process and think, and I never want to be caught unawares like that again.
I see. Oh, I better start heading off.
See ya.
Later.
And you take off?
Yeah, I get in my car and take off.
Okay. As you are driving home, where are you going?
I'm gonna head over to Tori's apartment. I have a spare key. Don't ask.
Okay. You drive your way to Tori's apartment, and you make your way inside. And before you even have a chance to kick off your shoes, the door closes behind you, and there is a voice that says, "All right, you've had long enough. I gave you more than enough time to reconsider your actions and do something about it. And it looks like you decided to ignore my warning."
Alright, this, is this the same guy from
Yep.
Platinum Penny?
You don't know necessarily, because you still cannot see them.
Can I... Alright. I would like...
I don't like getting messy, but I'll make a mess if I have to.
I'll go ahead and activate my Sangavistat for the first time.
Okay. I need you to roll me a body check minus 11.
Oh, which one?
Body.
Oh. Body check minus 11?
Yep.
Damn, I got a 22, so that'll be 11.
Okay. You go to make a move, and before you can even blink or activate your Sandevistan, suddenly you feel a very numbing chill pass over your body, and you feel all of your cyberware start to glitch out and stop moving, and your body actually starts to feel heavy as all this metal in your body is no longer supporting itself. And it's actually, you can feel the individual pieces in your flesh start to get cold and hard and stiff. And as you slowly start to fall to the ground, you feel a hand catch you and gently place you on the ground and says, "If you don't make a sound, I'll try to make this not hurt as much as possible." And then your eyes go wide and begin to dilate to the point where you can't even take in light anymore. You can't hear anything, but you feel unbelievable, excruciating pain, and you are trapped inside of your own mind, and you cannot breathe, you cannot think, you cannot scream, and all you feel is pain. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.